Picture this. Life throws its challenges your way. Stress at work, strained relationships, social pressures, the everyday grind. People speak without filters, problems emerge without warnings, and no matter how prepared you think you are, situations find their way under your skin. But what if, instead of being shaken by it all, you found a way to stay centered, calm, and deeply rooted? What if, no matter what happens around you, you could maintain a calm, steady mind and find genuine peace even in the storm? The truth is, no one's immune to life's rough spots. They are there, waiting to test your patience, push your limits, and sometimes even make you question everything. Yet, within each of us lies a potential that remains largely untapped, a force capable of turning every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. This hidden power, it's not some magic spell or a hidden life hack. It's a mindset, a way of looking at life with an inner strength that refuses to let outside chaos disturb your inner peace. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, holds secrets that can help us build this mindset. It shows us how to master our emotions, see through the clutter, and live in such a way that the ups and downs of life no longer have the power to shake us. But here's the thing. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or being indifferent. Quite the opposite. It's about embracing the fullness of life and understanding how to respond to it, not letting it control you. It's about finding true freedom, the freedom to respond calmly, wisely, and powerfully. Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of feeling the usual weight of obligations, you feel a sense of quiet strength. You know what matters to you and have confidence that no matter what, you'll be able to handle it. You don't need others to tell you that you're doing great. You already know. And when conflicts arise, instead of being hurt or disturbed, you stand unshaken, guided by values that keep you grounded. Stoicism is the toolkit that can help you build this foundation. It's a philosophy that focuses on what we can control and lets go of the rest. So many of us try to bend the world to our expectations. We chase validation, we obsess over outcomes, and we get frustrated when things don't go our way. But what if you could free yourself from that weight? What if you could live with an inner calm that no external force could disturb? Through this journey, you'll discover how to keep your mind strong and steady, like a rock amidst the waves. You'll learn to face people's opinions, daily stresses, and even your deepest fears without losing your cool. Imagine the freedom of not needing to rely on others to feel whole, the peace that comes from not being bothered by trivial annoyances, and the power of focusing on what truly matters to you. Let's face it, society teaches us that success means controlling everything: your career, your relationships, your reputation. But Stoicism suggests that true control comes from the opposite, from focusing on what you can actually change, yourself. Life can feel like a whirlwind, and most of us spend our days chasing security, approval, and control. Yet, those who've learned to practice Stoic principles understand that real strength lies in stepping back, in releasing the things you can't control and embracing what you can. Think about the countless energy we lose trying to fix things outside of our control, the opinions of others, unforeseen problems, or missed opportunities. But what if you could keep that energy for yourself? Instead of letting life drain you, you could use it to build something unbreakable within. When you focus on mastering your mind, you become like a well-rooted tree, flexible in the wind, but impossible to uproot. Learning these principles won't make life's problems disappear. Challenges will always come, but they'll feel different. Instead of a burden, you'll see them as stepping stones, experiences that shape and strengthen you. When you no longer cling to outcomes or seek approval, a remarkable transformation happens. You stop feeling anxious about the unknown because deep down you trust yourself. You stop fearing criticism because you value your inner peace more than any passing judgment, and you let go of the need for external validation because you've learned to validate yourself. In the following pages, you'll discover how to respond calmly instead of reacting emotionally. You'll explore how to reshape your view of setbacks and find peace in every challenge. You'll learn to value yourself from within and let go of attachments to material possessions and fleeting opinions. And, perhaps most importantly, you'll understand how to live free of the grip of past experiences, freeing yourself from regret, worry, or insecurity. This is about more than just positive thinking or mindset tricks. It's about cultivating resilience, finding strength in simplicity, and learning how to live with integrity in a world that constantly tests us. It's about giving up what doesn't matter to find what does. That deep sense of calm that comes from knowing you are capable, worthy, and enough, just as you are. So, as you begin this journey, know that real change takes courage. The courage to confront yourself, to question the habits and beliefs that no longer serve you, and to commit to a new way of being. Along the way, you'll find a version of yourself who is stronger, wiser, and more at peace than you ever thought possible. A version of yourself who doesn't just survive life's ups and downs, but thrives in them, who sees every experience, good or bad, as a valuable lesson, and who finally understands that true power comes from within. If you're ready to dive into this journey and master your mind, these Stoic insights are here to help. You'll find wisdom to calm your thoughts, courage to face any challenge, and the tools to live with an unshakable inner strength. The world around you may never stop testing you, but from here on out, you'll be ready to face it all with a sense of calm and control. In this journey to master your mind, the first step is radical self-control. True power lies in your response, not your reaction. When life stirs emotions within, you have a choice: to let them lead you or to hold steady in the center of it all. Think about a time when emotions surged, making decisions seem clouded. In those moments, where did peace go? This section explores the art of maintaining inner calm, even when the world around you feels anything but calm. Emotions rise unexpectedly from a casual comment, a challenging situation, or someone else's outburst. They can take over swiftly, influencing your thoughts, decisions, and even how you perceive yourself. But what if you could pause before reacting? This is the power of self-control. Radical self-control doesn't mean suppressing feelings. Instead, it allows you to recognize and manage them. By holding space between stimulus and response, you make room for clarity, for wisdom, and for decisions that align with your values, not with fleeting impulses. Learning self-control begins with awareness. Noticing when you start to feel the first signs of irritation, anger, or frustration is crucial. Awareness creates a pause, and in this pause lies your power to choose. When tension arises, notice the physical sensations: a faster heartbeat, clenched fists, or a flush in your face. These are signals that emotions are building. Awareness of these signals helps you decide your next steps. You're learning not to react automatically, but to observe and allow a moment of choice. Once you're aware, deep breathing becomes your anchor. Slow, deliberate breaths calm your nervous system, bringing you back to a neutral state. Breathing can feel simple, yet it's a powerful tool. A few steady breaths can clear your mind and relax your body. By focusing on your breath, you create a buffer between the external situation and your internal response. Breathing allows you to reclaim control, grounding you in the present moment and giving you space to respond thoughtfully. Beyond breathing, a key aspect of self-control is reframing thoughts. Often, it's not what someone says, but how you interpret it that causes emotional reactions. When you feel provoked, step back mentally and question your interpretation. What did they truly mean? Was it really intended as an attack, or is this a reaction rooted in past experiences? By reframing your perspective, you diffuse the intensity of the moment and reduce the power of negative emotions. Maintaining inner calm also requires understanding the difference between feelings and actions. Feelings arise, but you do not have to act on them. Emotions, once observed, lose some of their grip. It's like watching a storm pass by while remaining in the safety of a sturdy shelter. When anger or frustration comes, let it be. Let yourself feel it without acting on it. By allowing yourself to fully experience it without reacting, you gain power over the impulse to lash out or retreat. Another strategy to maintain peace is to practice detachment from other people's opinions. People will project their issues, biases, and insecurities, often unintentionally. Instead of taking it personally, see their reactions as reflections of their own inner struggles. This shift helps you hold on to your inner calm, realizing that their words or actions are not about you. By practicing detachment, you stop allowing others to dictate your emotional state. Visualization can help you solidify these practices. Mentally step into a place of calm whenever tensions arise. Picture yourself rooted, unmovable, like a tree in a storm. This mental image strengthens your resolve, reminding you that you are in control of your inner world. Visualization is a powerful tool for reinforcing your ability to stay centered, even when emotions try to pull you off course. Learning from experience is another key component. Every time you succeed in responding with calm instead of reacting emotionally, you reinforce a powerful habit. Reflect on moments when you felt in control and moments when you didn't. Each instance provides valuable lessons. Over time, you'll start noticing patterns, triggers, and the small but significant steps you took to handle each situation better. Journaling is another effective way to cultivate self-control. Writing down your experiences with emotional triggers helps you recognize recurring themes and patterns. Through journaling, you explore what worked, what didn't, and how you might handle similar situations in the future. Journaling serves as a record of your progress, a tool to track how far you've come in developing radical self-control. Self-compassion also plays a crucial role in this journey. There will be moments when you slip, times when emotions get the best of you. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Treat each slip as part of the learning process. Acknowledge that self-control is a lifelong journey, and setbacks are part of growth. By showing kindness to yourself, you maintain motivation and resilience. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you train yourself to notice emotions as they arise without immediately reacting. It's as if you're watching a cloud pass by in the sky. You acknowledge it's there, but you let it drift without attaching to it. This skill helps you to manage intense emotions with grace and patience. When difficult emotions do arise, labeling them can diminish their power. If you feel anger, say to yourself, "This is anger." By identifying it, you create distance between yourself and the emotion. Labeling helps you avoid getting swept up in the feeling, creating space for a calmer, more measured response. It's a small yet effective step towards mastering self-control. Embracing radical self-control also involves shifting your focus from what you cannot control to what you can. Often, emotional reactions stem from a desire to control outcomes or influence others' opinions. But trying to control what's outside of your influence only creates stress. Focus instead on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your responses. This shift allows you to let go of frustrations over things beyond your reach. Practicing gratitude further supports self-control by redirecting your attention toward what's positive in your life. When you focus on gratitude, you reduce the intensity of negative emotions. Gratitude transforms your perspective, reminding you of the good things that remain constant, even when life feels turbulent. By making gratitude a daily practice, you build a reservoir of positivity to draw from in challenging times. Letting go of perfectionism is another aspect of self-control. Perfectionism often leads to self-criticism and frustration, especially when things don't go as planned. By accepting that perfection is unrealistic, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure. This acceptance helps you handle setbacks with more ease, allowing for a calm response instead of frustration or disappointment. Radical self-control also involves setting boundaries, both with others and yourself. Boundaries protect your emotional energy and provide a clear line between what you're willing to engage with and what you're not. By establishing boundaries, you reduce the likelihood of emotional drain. With healthy boundaries, you have more energy to maintain calm and respond with patience. Regular self-reflection is essential for self-control. Reflecting on your actions and reactions gives you insights into your behavior. Through self-reflection, you identify areas for improvement and celebrate progress. It's a tool that keeps you grounded and continuously moving forward on your journey towards self-mastery. Avoiding overthinking is another key to inner peace. Overthinking fuels anxiety and often amplifies emotions unnecessarily. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or future worries, bring yourself back to the present moment. Remind yourself that you can only influence what's happening now. This habit helps prevent unnecessary stress, allowing you to stay calm and centered. Daily affirmations can reinforce your commitment to self-control. Positive affirmations, such as, "I am in control of my emotions," help shape your mindset. By affirming your intentions daily, you strengthen your inner resolve and build resilience. Affirmations remind you of your power to choose calmness over reactivity, helping you stay grounded in challenging moments. Another way to embrace self-control is to prioritize rest and recovery. When you're well rested, you're better equipped to handle stress. Lack of sleep and overwork can make you more prone to emotional reactions. By taking care of your physical and mental well-being, you give yourself the strength to respond calmly under pressure. Moving from mastering self-control, we now uncover the power of a growth mindset. Life hands us challenges, tests, and setbacks, but with the right mindset, these obstacles are not only manageable, but transform into invaluable lessons. This section delves into the power of perspective, how to shift viewpoints, discover hidden opportunities, and find peace even when facing the unexpected. The growth mindset is about seeing potential where others see failure, embracing each moment as a teacher, and transforming problems into stepping stones toward personal progress. In the face of challenges, perspective defines everything. By choosing to see obstacles as opportunities, you empower yourself to rise above circumstances instead of feeling weighed down. Perspective allows you to view each setback as part of a larger story, one that contributes to growth rather than merely hardship. Every challenge holds a lesson if you're willing to look closely, revealing strengths you may not have realized. This mindset shapes your journey, helping you remain resilient and grounded, no matter what lies ahead. Perspective helps uncover the meaning behind difficulties. When a setback occurs, it's easy to dwell on frustration, but reframing lets you see beyond the immediate problem. Difficulties become meaningful when seen as catalysts for change, inviting you to develop patience, empathy, and resilience. This understanding shifts your focus from what went wrong to what you can gain, opening new ways to engage with life's complexities. When you approach each challenge as an opportunity to learn, it reinforces your commitment to growth. The more you encounter and overcome, the stronger you become. A growth mindset is fueled by curiosity and a desire to understand yourself more deeply. Curiosity drives you to ask questions, to wonder how different approaches might reveal new insights. Embracing this curiosity keeps your mind open, fostering resilience as you explore life from multiple perspectives. Flexibility is essential to a growth mindset. Life rarely follows a predictable path, and when you learn to adapt, you prevent frustration from taking over. Flexibility helps you pivot and adjust when circumstances shift, preventing disappointment and enabling you to explore alternative solutions. This adaptability allows you to embrace change as part of growth rather than a disruption, reinforcing your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Gratitude serves as a foundation for a positive perspective. Even in challenging moments, gratitude reminds you of the blessings that remain constant. Focusing on gratitude allows you to shift your attention from what's lacking to what's present, cultivating a mindset that appreciates life's complexity. Gratitude nurtures resilience, helping you see beauty even during hard times and reminding you of the good within each moment. Embracing patience helps foster peace in the face of adversity. When challenges arise, patience allows you to wait for clarity instead of reacting impulsively. Patience creates space to reflect, allowing you to approach situations with calm and consideration. This sense of calm keeps you steady, preventing the intensity of the moment from overwhelming you and helping you find peaceful solutions. Self-compassion is another powerful tool in reframing perspectives. Mistakes are natural parts of life, but self-compassion reminds you not to judge yourself harshly. It allows you to accept your imperfections without dwelling on them, treating setbacks as part of a learning process. Self-compassion reduces stress, encouraging you to move forward with resilience rather than getting caught in self-criticism. Learning to see setbacks as temporary helps you avoid feeling trapped by difficulties. Problems lose their weight when you understand that they're not permanent. This awareness helps you maintain hope, knowing that each challenge will eventually pass. Keeping this long-term perspective fosters resilience, enabling you to endure hardships with strength and optimism. Adopting a sense of humor can ease the weight of challenges. Humor lets you see the lighter side of difficult situations, relieving stress and restoring perspective. By laughing, even in tough moments, you create a space for relief, making it easier to find solutions. Humor adds levity, reminding you that challenges are only as serious as you allow them to be. Accepting that growth is gradual builds resilience. Personal progress unfolds over time, and accepting this reality helps you remain patient. By embracing each step, no matter how small, you recognize that growth is a journey, not a race. This patience fosters peace, helping you enjoy the process of self-discovery rather than feeling rushed or pressured. Setting realistic expectations supports a growth mindset by balancing ambition with practicality. When goals are realistic, each accomplishment feels achievable, keeping you motivated. Realistic expectations prevent disappointment, allowing you to find satisfaction in progress. This approach helps maintain momentum as each step reinforces your commitment to continuous improvement. Learning from others adds value to your journey. Observing how others handle challenges provides insights that deepen your understanding. Others' experiences serve as reminders that you're not alone, offering guidance and inspiring solutions. By learning from those around you, you expand your perspective, gaining new tools to handle challenges with wisdom and grace. Staying open to feedback strengthens resilience. Constructive feedback offers a mirror, helping you see areas for growth that may not be visible from within. When you're open to feedback, you gain clarity about your strengths and areas for improvement. This willingness to listen and learn fuels your growth, reinforcing your commitment to self-mastery. When you recognize that setbacks don't define you, you strengthen your resilience. Challenges may shape your experience, but they don't determine who you are. By separating your identity from temporary obstacles, you maintain confidence and a sense of self-worth. This separation empowers you, allowing you to face difficulties without letting them diminish your value. Taking responsibility for your actions fosters a growth mindset. Owning your choices, both good and bad, gives you control over your life. Responsibility reminds you that you're capable of shaping your journey, transforming setbacks into lessons. This sense of agency reinforces your commitment to growth, as each decision contributes to your personal development. Practicing mindfulness brings clarity to challenging moments. By staying present, you avoid getting lost in regrets about the past or fears about the future. Mindfulness grounds you in the here and now, allowing you to approach each situation with a calm and open mind. This presence reduces anxiety, helping you find peace and focus when facing difficulties. Embracing change as a natural part of life supports resilience. Change is constant, and resistance only leads to frustration. By welcoming change, you open yourself to new experiences and perspectives, making it easier to adapt. This openness fosters a mindset that views each shift as an opportunity for growth, strengthening your ability to handle life's unpredictability with grace. Cultivating inner values creates a solid foundation during tough times. When you're clear about your principles, challenges don't shake you as easily. Your values provide guidance, helping you make decisions that align with your beliefs. This internal stability fosters resilience, keeping you grounded and motivated even when circumstances are uncertain. Acknowledging that mistakes are valuable shifts your perspective on failure. Mistakes are inevitable, but they offer insights that guide future actions. By viewing mistakes as part of the learning process, you reduce their emotional weight, allowing you to learn without feeling discouraged. This perspective transforms errors into stepping stones toward success. Celebrating small victories builds confidence and motivation. Every achievement, no matter how minor, reinforces your commitment to growth. Small wins remind you of your progress, keeping you engaged and motivated. By celebrating each step, you create a positive cycle that fuels your journey, showing that growth is about continuous effort. Recognizing the value of persistence deepens resilience. Challenges often require repeated effort, and by embracing persistence, you commit to seeing things through. Persistence strengthens your resolve, reinforcing that success often comes to those who are willing to try again. This tenacity becomes a source of confidence, helping you approach each obstacle with unwavering determination. Taking breaks when needed supports a sustainable growth mindset. Continuous effort is essential, but rest prevents burnout. By allowing yourself time to recharge, you maintain a healthy balance, ensuring that you can approach challenges with energy and focus. This self-care fosters resilience, helping you stay engaged without feeling overwhelmed. Viewing life as a journey rather than a destination reinforces patience. Growth unfolds gradually, and by focusing on the process rather than the endpoint, you remain engaged. This perspective fosters peace, helping you appreciate each step for its value rather than rushing to reach the finish line. Seeing each challenge as a chance to learn something new strengthens your growth mindset. Every experience, whether positive or negative, adds to your understanding. By approaching life with a sense of curiosity, you open yourself to insights and wisdom that deepen your journey. This curiosity keeps you engaged, viewing each moment as an opportunity for personal discovery. By incorporating each of these elements, you create a mindset that thrives on learning, grows through each experience, and finds peace in the journey. Building on the power of perspective and a growth mindset, we now delve into a deeper challenge: letting go of the need for validation. In a world where opinions, likes, and judgments often feel like they define us, breaking free from external validation is no small task. The need to be seen, appreciated, and accepted is natural, but when it becomes the primary measure of your worth, it starts to overshadow your true self. Releasing this need can lead to incredible freedom, a confidence rooted not in what others say, but in your own self-assurance. This journey helps you build inner confidence, liberating you from the weight of others' opinions and letting you define your worth on your terms. Inner confidence begins with understanding your values and principles. When you know what you stand for, others' opinions become less significant. You have a compass that guides you, keeping you steady even when external voices try to influence your direction. This internal clarity makes it easier to stand firm, building a sense of strength and resilience that is grounded in who you truly are. Self-acceptance is essential to breaking free from validation. Accepting yourself, flaws and all, reduces the need for others to affirm your worth. Self-acceptance creates a foundation of inner peace, as you're no longer chasing approval to feel complete. This peace brings a quiet confidence, as you recognize that your worth isn't dependent on perfection or others' recognition. Setting personal goals that align with your values strengthens inner confidence. When your ambitions reflect your true desires, external validation becomes secondary. These goals motivate you from within, providing a sense of purpose that doesn't rely on others' praise. As you pursue these goals, you build self-trust, knowing that you're following a path that feels right for you. Learning to embrace solitude is another step toward independence from validation. Solitude allows you to connect with yourself without distraction, fostering self-awareness and confidence. By spending time alone, you build a relationship with yourself, learning to enjoy your own company. This self-reliance strengthens inner confidence, as you no longer need others' presence to feel valued. Practicing self-compassion helps you let go of external validation. When you treat yourself with kindness, you reduce the need for others' approval to feel good about yourself. Self-compassion allows you to see your worth without judgment, recognizing that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. This gentle acceptance nurtures inner confidence, as you find value in being authentically yourself. Mindfulness keeps you centered in your own experience, reducing the impact of others' opinions. When you're mindful, you stay present, focused on your thoughts and feelings rather than others' judgments. Mindfulness creates a buffer, allowing you to observe opinions without internalizing them. This practice fosters a calm confidence, as you learn to value your perspective above all else. Cultivating gratitude shifts your focus from what others think to what you appreciate in yourself. Gratitude reminds you of your strengths, accomplishments, and qualities, grounding your sense of self-worth. By focusing on gratitude, you build a positive self-image that doesn't depend on others' validation. This gratitude-based confidence helps you stand firm, knowing that your worth is intrinsic. Embracing failure as part of growth reduces the need for validation. When you view mistakes as learning opportunities, you stop fearing judgment and focus on self-improvement. This mindset shift builds resilience, as you understand that each setback brings valuable insights. Embracing failure teaches you to trust your journey, reinforcing that growth is more important than others' approval. Trusting your intuition strengthens inner confidence. Your intuition is a guide that knows what's best for you, independent of others' opinions. By learning to listen to your inner voice, you build a deeper connection with yourself, trusting your instincts over external influences. This self-trust empowers you to make choices that align with your values, creating a foundation of self-assurance. Recognizing that everyone has unique strengths helps you let go of comparisons. When you understand that your worth is distinct from others, the need for validation fades. Embracing your individuality allows you to celebrate your strengths without seeking approval. This self-acceptance fosters confidence, as you no longer feel the need to compete or prove yourself to others. Setting boundaries reinforces inner confidence. Boundaries protect your energy, reducing the influence of others' expectations on your sense of self. By setting limits, you assert your worth and make it clear that your validation comes from within. Boundaries create a safe space for self-discovery, allowing you to focus on personal growth without external pressure. Learning to say no without guilt strengthens your independence from validation. When you say no, you honor your needs and priorities, reinforcing that your worth isn't tied to pleasing others. Each time you set a boundary, you build confidence in your ability to prioritize yourself. This self-respect nurtures inner confidence, helping you stay true to your values. Celebrating your accomplishments, no matter how small, builds self-confidence. Recognizing your achievements reinforces that your worth comes from within. Each accomplishment, whether big or small, adds to your sense of self-worth, creating a foundation of confidence that doesn't rely on external praise. This self-acknowledgement keeps you motivated as you value your progress on your terms. Practicing self-care reinforces that your well-being matters. Taking time to care for yourself signals that you value your needs, reducing the need for validation. Self-care nurtures a positive self-image, reminding you that your worth isn't dependent on others' opinions. This investment in your well-being builds inner confidence as you see yourself as deserving of love and care. Detaching from social media can help reduce the need for external validation. Social media often fuels comparison and the desire for likes, but stepping back allows you to reconnect with your true self. This detachment fosters self-awareness, helping you appreciate your worth beyond online approval. With this distance, you build confidence in who you are, independent of social perception. Acknowledging your inner strengths nurtures self-assurance. When you recognize qualities like resilience, kindness, and determination, you appreciate yourself on a deeper level. This awareness builds inner confidence as you see value in your character rather than relying on external praise. Recognizing your strengths reminds you that your worth is inherent, not conditional. Surrounding yourself with supportive people reinforces a healthy sense of self-worth. Positive influences uplift and encourage you, reducing the need for external validation. By choosing relationships that respect your values, you create an environment that nurtures inner confidence. Supportive people remind you of your strengths, helping you trust yourself without seeking approval. Learning to forgive yourself reduces the need for validation. Self-forgiveness releases you from the weight of past mistakes, allowing you to move forward without seeking redemption from others. This forgiveness fosters self-acceptance, reminding you that your worth isn't tied to perfection. By letting go of self-criticism, you build a foundation of inner peace and confidence. Embracing authenticity allows you to express yourself without seeking approval. When you're true to yourself, you stop conforming to others' expectations, creating a sense of freedom. Authenticity nurtures self-confidence, as you no longer feel the need to impress others. This honesty with yourself and others reinforces that your worth comes from being who you genuinely are. Focusing on your journey rather than comparing it to others nurtures inner confidence. Each person's path is unique, and by valuing your experiences, you reduce the need for external validation. This focus keeps you centered as you appreciate the lessons within your journey. Embracing your path builds resilience, helping you find peace in your progress without seeking approval. Practicing humility reminds you that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Humility helps you accept your imperfections without feeling inferior. This acceptance nurtures confidence, as you understand that worth isn't about being better than others, but embracing your unique journey. Humility reduces the need for validation, fostering self-assurance based on genuine self-acceptance. Reflecting on your values strengthens inner confidence. Knowing what's important to you helps you stay true to yourself, reducing the influence of others' opinions. Values create a foundation of self-worth, guiding your choices and actions. This clarity empowers you as you trust that your worth isn't dependent on external praise, but rooted in principles that matter to you. Maintaining a growth mindset keeps you focused on self-improvement rather than validation. When growth is your goal, others' opinions become less significant. A growth mindset fosters resilience as you value progress over perfection. This commitment to learning builds inner confidence, helping you find worth in your journey rather than seeking approval. Accepting that you can't please everyone frees you from the need for validation. Not everyone will understand or appreciate you, and that's okay. By accepting this, you release the pressure to conform, embracing your individuality. This acceptance strengthens inner confidence as you realize that your worth isn't defined by others' approval. Releasing the fear of judgment empowers you to live authentically. When you let go of the need to be accepted by everyone, you create space for self-expression. This freedom builds confidence as you no longer let fear dictate your choices. By focusing on your values, you find strength in being yourself, independent of others' opinions. As you continue cultivating inner confidence, you realize that true validation comes from within, empowering you to embrace life with courage and authenticity. Building on the strength of inner confidence, we now explore the idea of finding value within ourselves, independent of what we own or how society measures success. In a world that often defines worth by material possessions and social status, detaching from these external markers can feel like a radical shift. Yet, true contentment doesn't come from things or titles. It comes from a deeper, more unshakable source. The understanding that your worth is inherent, not reliant on what you accumulate. This journey will lead you toward a freedom that material possessions cannot buy, a confidence grounded in your true self, unburdened by the need for more. True contentment starts with shifting focus from external acquisitions to inner fulfillment. When you constantly seek satisfaction from things outside yourself, there's an endless cycle of wanting more. Detachment means recognizing that happiness isn't found in accumulating items, but in appreciating life as it is. By releasing the desire for more, you create space for genuine peace, knowing that you are enough without adding anything extra. Self-reflection is essential in understanding your attachment to possessions. Often, we're unaware of how much value we place on belongings until we pause to examine our motivations. Self-reflection helps you identify where you've tied your self-worth to things, allowing you to recognize the ways material attachment influences your sense of identity. This awareness is the first step to finding value within, releasing the pressure to measure up through ownership. Practicing gratitude for non-material aspects of life nurtures a sense of inner contentment. When you appreciate simple joys, relationships, or experiences, you shift your focus from what you lack to what's present. Gratitude grounds you, helping you see that happiness isn't something to buy, but something to feel. This practice encourages a mindset that finds value in the intangible, cultivating a sense of wealth that isn't dependent on possessions. Finding value in personal growth shifts your focus from material goals to self-improvement. Growth becomes the ultimate achievement, one that doesn't require external validation or objects. When you invest in self-discovery, you build a foundation of inner wealth, a richness that can't be measured by what you own. This mindset encourages you to pursue fulfillment that comes from within, rather than looking to things to complete you. Embracing simplicity allows you to see the beauty in having less. Simplicity isn't about deprivation, but about choosing quality over quantity. When you let go of excess, you make room for what truly matters, creating a life that reflects your values. This approach frees you from the constant desire for more, helping you find contentment in a lifestyle that's aligned with who you are, not what you own. Self-worth is strengthened when you separate identity from belongings. When you understand that possessions don't define you, you stop seeking validation through material success. This separation empowers you to build confidence based on character, values, and inner qualities, rather than social or economic status. By rooting your self-worth in something deeper, you cultivate a sense of peace that's unshaken by loss or change. Letting go of comparison helps reduce material attachment. Often, the desire for possessions is fueled by comparing ourselves to others. When you focus on your own journey, you stop measuring success by external standards, releasing the need to keep up with others. This shift helps you appreciate your unique path, building contentment that isn't influenced by what others have or do. Recognizing the impermanence of material things encourages detachment. Belongings, no matter how valuable, are temporary. By accepting their transitory nature, you reduce attachment and the fear of loss. This understanding frees you from the anxiety of trying to hold on to things, allowing you to focus on lasting qualities like kindness, resilience, and wisdom, which add true value to your life. Practicing minimalism teaches the value of intentional choices. Minimalism is about selecting what adds meaning to your life and letting go of what doesn't. When you apply this mindset, you become more mindful of what you bring into your life, focusing on items that serve a purpose. This intentional approach fosters appreciation for what you have, reducing the desire to acquire for the sake of acquisition. Seeing possessions as tools rather than treasures transforms your relationship with them. When you view belongings as functional rather than defining, you use them without letting them define your worth. This perspective helps you appreciate the utility of items without attaching your identity to them, fostering a healthy relationship with material things that's free from dependence. Fostering creativity can help you value experiences over possessions. Creating something with your hands or mind offers fulfillment that's different from material satisfaction. Creativity encourages you to find joy in the process rather than the end result, teaching you that happiness can come from within. This inner satisfaction builds confidence, showing you that true fulfillment isn't something you buy, but something you create. Reflecting on past memories can deepen your appreciation for experiences rather than things. Looking back, it's often the moments, connections, and experiences that hold lasting value, not the possessions. By valuing experiences, you reinforce the idea that true wealth comes from the life you live, not the things you own. This shift brings a sense of peace, knowing that the memories you cherish don't depend on material wealth. Volunteering your time and skills reinforces a mindset focused on giving over gaining. When you contribute to others, you shift focus from personal gain to collective good, cultivating a sense of purpose. Volunteering builds inner confidence as you see the impact of your efforts, reminding you that your worth is based on actions and kindness, not possessions. Prioritizing relationships over material success strengthens inner fulfillment. Building connections with others provides a sense of belonging that material things cannot replace. Relationships offer support, understanding and joy, grounding you in a community of care. By investing in people rather than possessions, you create a network of love and support that enriches your life far beyond material wealth. Practicing self-compassion reduces the pressure to achieve material milestones. When you're kind to yourself, you stop measuring success by possessions, understanding that worth isn't determined by what you own. Self-compassion allows you to embrace your journey with grace, reducing the need for external validation through material accomplishments. This kindness toward yourself nurtures a sense of peace, knowing that you are enough. Acknowledging your inner strengths cultivates a sense of inner richness. When you recognize qualities like resilience, creativity, or empathy, you appreciate your value beyond material success. This appreciation builds confidence, as you see that your worth is rooted in who you are, rather than what you own. Recognizing inner strengths reinforces a mindset that finds fulfillment from within. Engaging in self-improvement nurtures fulfillment that isn't tied to possessions. Personal growth becomes a goal that doesn't rely on external achievements, creating a sense of purpose that's independent of material success. Self-improvement builds inner confidence, showing you that the journey itself adds value to your life. This mindset helps you appreciate growth as a source of true wealth. Embracing change helps you release attachment to material things. When you accept life's natural ebb and flow, you become less attached to possessions, understanding that they're not permanent. This acceptance of change fosters peace, as you realize that true security isn't found in things, but in adaptability. Embracing change allows you to flow with life, finding value in experiences rather than in possessions. By embracing each of these principles, you cultivate a life grounded in inner value and genuine contentment, free from the need for external validation through possessions. Moving forward from detachment to possessions, we now focus on a different kind of freedom, releasing attachment to specific outcomes. When we let go of expectations tied to our actions, a new sense of peace and focus emerges. Acting with intention and purpose, but without clinging to a particular result, allows us to engage fully in the process without the weight of anticipated outcomes. This path offers resilience, inner calm, and a freedom from the anxiety of control. Learning the art of non-attachment lets you engage with life fully, while staying centered regardless of how things unfold. Embracing non-attachment starts with clarity about your purpose. When you know why you're doing something, the outcome becomes secondary to the value you place on the action itself. Focusing on purpose gives each step meaning, allowing you to find fulfillment in the process, not just in reaching the destination. This approach brings a deeper sense of peace, as you're no longer dependent on a specific result to feel satisfied. Letting go of control over outcomes doesn't mean being indifferent. It means trusting the process. When you release the need to control, you create space for life to unfold naturally. This trust in the process fosters resilience, as you understand that growth isn't always visible in immediate results. Trusting the process keeps you grounded, helping you remain steady even when things don't go as planned. Non-attachment encourages a focus on effort rather than reward. When your focus is on giving your best, the outcome becomes a natural extension of your actions. This shift reduces the anxiety around results, as you know you're committed to doing what you can. Focusing on effort keeps you motivated, allowing you to engage fully in each moment without the distraction of worrying about how things will turn out. Practicing non-attachment involves embracing uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and by accepting this, you free yourself from the need for guarantees. Embracing uncertainty teaches you to adapt, fostering flexibility and resilience. This acceptance allows you to engage with the present, finding peace in each moment rather than fixating on future possibilities. Letting go of specific outcomes strengthens resilience. When you're not attached to one particular result, setbacks feel less personal. Each experience becomes an opportunity to learn as you're open to different possibilities. This openness builds strength as you're no longer confined by rigid expectations. Resilience grows naturally as you see challenges as part of a larger journey rather than obstacles to a single outcome. Shifting focus to the journey itself brings a sense of joy that isn't dependent on outcomes. When you appreciate each step, you find fulfillment in the experience. This perspective allows you to enjoy the process, finding value in growth and progress rather than waiting for a final result. Embracing the journey cultivates patience as you find satisfaction in being present rather than rushing to the end. Embracing non-attachment requires letting go of expectations tied to timing. Often, we feel pressure to achieve within a certain time frame, but by releasing this, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Letting go of rigid timelines allows you to move at your own pace, finding peace in each phase of the journey. This approach helps you trust that progress will unfold as it should. Accepting that outcomes aren't fully within your control brings a sense of humility. Recognizing that external factors influence results helps you let go of the need for perfect control. This acceptance fosters patience and resilience as you learn to work with life's natural flow. By acknowledging that not everything depends on you, you reduce self-imposed pressure and find greater peace. Focusing on your values guides your actions, making outcomes less relevant. When your actions align with your principles, you feel fulfillment independent of the result. Values give your journey purpose, creating a foundation that doesn't rely on success or failure. This alignment builds confidence, as you know your efforts are rooted in something meaningful. Releasing attachment to outcomes fosters creativity. When you're not fixated on a specific result, you're open to exploring new approaches. Creativity thrives in this space of freedom, as you feel empowered to experiment without fear of failure. This openness allows you to adapt, seeing challenges as opportunities to innovate rather than obstacles. Finding peace in the unknown builds resilience. Uncertainty is a constant, and by finding comfort in it, you create a mindset that's open to whatever unfolds. Embracing the unknown strengthens your ability to handle change, fostering a sense of calm that isn't shaken by unpredictability. This approach helps you stay centered, allowing you to respond to life with flexibility. Learning from each experience becomes easier with non-attachment. When you're open to different outcomes, each situation offers insights, regardless of success or failure. This openness turns every moment into a lesson, helping you grow from every experience. Non-attachment makes learning natural, as you're focused on what you gain rather than what you achieve. Non-attachment encourages gratitude for the present moment. When you're not preoccupied with results, you're able to appreciate what's happening right now. Gratitude grounds you, reducing the need for external validation and bringing peace to your journey. This appreciation for the present builds resilience as you find fulfillment in each step, regardless of the outcome. Self-compassion is essential to practicing non-attachment. By being kind to yourself, you reduce the pressure to achieve specific results. Self-compassion reminds you that worth isn't defined by success, helping you approach each experience with gentleness. This kindness nurtures resilience as you learn to value effort over outcome. Embracing failure as part of growth is easier with non-attachment. When you're not tied to a particular result, setbacks feel less discouraging. Failure becomes a stepping stone, providing insights that guide you forward. This perspective fosters resilience as you see each setback as part of a larger journey, building confidence that isn't dependent on immediate success. Trusting your intuition supports non-attachment by guiding you from within. Intuition helps you act with purpose, even without a guaranteed result. This trust in yourself creates a sense of calm as you rely on inner guidance rather than external validation. Following intuition builds confidence, knowing that each step is meaningful, regardless of how things turn out. Seeing outcomes as possibilities rather than absolutes opens your mind to new perspectives. Each result is simply one possible outcome, not the final measure of success. This openness encourages flexibility as you're willing to adapt and explore different paths. By seeing outcomes as part of a broader journey, you stay resilient, finding fulfillment beyond fixed results. Focusing on self-growth rather than achievement shifts your mindset. Growth becomes the goal, and success is measured by personal development rather than external accomplishments. This approach builds resilience as you find value in progress instead of waiting for specific achievements. By valuing growth, you cultivate a mindset that's resilient, open, and free from attachment. Embracing a non-linear path allows you to let go of rigid expectations. Life rarely follows a straight line, and by accepting this, you free yourself from disappointment. Embracing detours and changes fosters resilience as you trust that every twist adds value to your journey. This flexibility allows you to navigate life with grace, unshaken by unexpected shifts. Choosing to focus on the effort rather than the result builds inner peace. When you're committed to giving your best, the outcome becomes secondary. This focus on effort reduces anxiety as you know that you've done what you can. By valuing the process, you create a sense of fulfillment that isn't dependent on a specific result, fostering peace and satisfaction. Practicing patience is key to mastering non-attachment. When you let go of the need for immediate results, you create space to enjoy the journey. Patience allows you to move through life at a steady pace, reducing the stress of rushing. This calm approach builds resilience as you find peace in each moment without waiting for a final outcome. Building from the practice of releasing attachment to outcomes, we now enter a deeply empowering space, learning not to take things personally. In a world where people often project their frustrations, fears, and insecurities onto others, understanding that these judgments rarely reflect you can be profoundly liberating. When you choose not to internalize others' negativity, you protect your inner peace and keep your self-worth intact. This approach allows you to view others' opinions with detachment, recognizing that they often reveal more about the speaker than about you. By freeing yourself from the weight of external judgment, you create a life that's grounded in inner calm and resilience. The first step in not taking things personally is realizing that people's reactions are often projections of their own experiences. Many times, criticism and negativity stem from unresolved issues, fears, or personal challenges. When you recognize this, you start to see that others' words are often a mirror of their struggles, not an accurate reflection of who you are. This awareness builds empathy, helping you see that their responses may have little to do with you. Detaching from others' opinions requires a shift in focus. Instead of seeking validation outside, you turn inward, finding confidence in your values and actions. This internal focus reduces your sensitivity to criticism as you no longer rely on others' approval to feel good about yourself. With this inner strength, you build resilience, as your sense of self becomes rooted in what matters to you, not in fleeting opinions. Practicing mindfulness helps you observe without internalizing. When faced with criticism, mindfulness allows you to pause, reflect, and choose not to react. This observation creates a buffer between you and the judgment, allowing you to view it objectively. Mindfulness fosters a calm response, helping you stay centered even when faced with negativity. Self-awareness plays a key role in not taking things personally. Knowing your strengths and values makes it easier to handle criticism. When you're clear about who you are, others' opinions hold less power, as you don't need external validation to feel secure. This self-clarity creates a foundation of inner peace, helping you respond with understanding instead of defensiveness. Empathy helps you see beyond the words. When people criticize, they often reveal their pain, insecurities, or unresolved feelings. By responding with empathy, you recognize that their judgment may reflect a struggle they're going through. This understanding transforms the way you perceive criticism, allowing you to see it with compassion instead of personal offense. Building boundaries protects your inner peace. Boundaries act as a filter, allowing you to decide what enters your mental space. When someone's opinion feels harmful or unwarranted, boundaries give you the strength to let it go. This practice fosters inner security, as you learn to guard your peace without feeling obligated to absorb every opinion. Accepting that you can't control others' perspectives frees you from the need to change how they see you. People will have opinions regardless, and by letting go of this need, you reduce the power of their judgments. This acceptance empowers you as you focus on what you can control, your response and your actions, rather than trying to reshape their perceptions. Developing self-compassion reduces the impact of criticism. When you're kind to yourself, you feel less affected by others' harsh words. Self-compassion reminds you that worth isn't defined by external judgment, helping you to forgive yourself for imperfections. This inner kindness fosters resilience as you value yourself regardless of others' opinions. Learning to respond rather than react brings calm to tense situations. When faced with judgment, a measured response allows you to address the moment without absorbing negativity. Responding thoughtfully helps you stay in control, reflecting maturity and inner strength. This approach preserves your peace as you choose not to let emotions take over. Recognizing that everyone has biases helps you take opinions less personally. Each person's perspective is shaped by their experiences, beliefs, and assumptions. Understanding this helps you see that judgments are often subjective, based on the individual's worldview. This awareness gives you the freedom to let go of opinions that don't align with your values. Focusing on self-approval reduces dependence on external validation. When you value your own judgment, others' opinions become secondary. Self-approval nurtures a sense of self-worth that isn't swayed by what others think, giving you confidence to stand firm in your beliefs. This inner validation protects your peace as you no longer seek fulfillment from outside sources. Observing criticism objectively allows you to analyze it without feeling attacked. When you separate emotion from judgment, you can evaluate if there's value in the feedback. Objectivity helps you learn from criticism without internalizing it, transforming judgment into a tool for growth rather than a source of insecurity. This detachment builds resilience as you focus on learning rather than feeling offended. Seeing criticism as feedback rather than an attack shifts your perspective. Constructive feedback offers insights for growth, while personal attacks often stem from the other person's insecurities. By distinguishing between the two, you reduce the emotional weight of negative opinions, allowing you to use criticism constructively. This approach builds strength as you grow from feedback rather than feeling undermined. Letting go of perfectionism reduces the need for others' approval. When you accept that no one is perfect, you stop feeling pressured to meet others' standards. Letting go of perfectionism fosters self-acceptance, allowing you to embrace your journey without seeking validation. This mindset shift builds inner peace as you find worth in growth rather than in meeting external expectations. Practicing gratitude shifts focus from negativity to positivity. Gratitude helps you appreciate what's good, reducing the impact of judgment. When you focus on what you're grateful for, others' criticisms feel less significant as you're grounded in a mindset of appreciation. Gratitude nurtures resilience as you remain focused on the positive aspects of your journey. Learning from criticism without internalizing it fosters growth. Each critique offers insights, but it doesn't define you. By taking the lessons without absorbing the negativity, you turn judgment into a stepping stone for self-improvement. This perspective keeps you open to learning, helping you evolve without feeling diminished by others' opinions. Trusting your intuition strengthens inner confidence. Your intuition guides you toward what feels right, reducing the need to rely on external opinions. Trusting yourself empowers you to make choices based on your inner values rather than external validation. This self-trust builds resilience, helping you navigate life with confidence, free from the weight of others' judgments. Recognizing that everyone's opinions are temporary helps you let go of criticism more easily. People's views can change, influenced by emotions or circumstances. By seeing opinions as fluid, you reduce their impact on your self-worth. This understanding fosters peace, as you recognize that judgments are fleeting and don't define your value. Focusing on progress rather than perfection reduces sensitivity to judgment. When you prioritize growth, you feel less affected by setbacks or criticism. Progress becomes the goal, and others' opinions become secondary as you're focused on personal development. This perspective helps you stay motivated, finding fulfillment in self-improvement rather than external validation. Building on the strength gained from not internalizing others' opinions, we now move into the art of overcoming negative emotions through resilience practices like focused breathing and affirmations. Negative emotions can arise quickly, leaving us feeling overwhelmed or out of control. Yet, when we learn to respond with calm and grounded techniques, these emotions no longer hold such power over us. By combining intentional breathing with positive affirmations, you can develop a deep inner calm that helps you face emotional waves with strength. This journey into resilience will teach you to harness simple practices that bring peace and allow you to stay centered, no matter what unfolds around you. Breathing deeply is one of the simplest and most effective ways to calm your mind. When stress or frustration arises, a few deep breaths help you slow down, letting your body and mind reconnect. Deep breathing slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and reduces tension in your muscles. With each breath, you feel more grounded, as though you're creating a space between yourself and the emotion. This practice brings immediate relief, helping you respond rather than react. Intentional breathing allows you to focus on the present moment. Often, negative emotions stem from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By focusing on each breath, you bring yourself back to the now, freeing yourself from the weight of regret or anxiety. This presence creates a sense of calm, helping you find peace in the moment and letting go of thoughts that fuel negativity. Affirmations complement deep breathing by reinforcing positive beliefs. When emotions feel overwhelming, affirmations like, "I am calm and in control," remind you of your inner strength. Positive affirmations shape your mindset, replacing self-doubt or worry with confidence and calm. Each affirmation reaffirms your resilience, helping you to see that emotions are temporary and that you have the power to navigate them. Practicing breath control fosters patience. When negative emotions arise, the urge to react quickly can intensify those feelings. By controlling your breath, you create a pause, allowing patience to replace impulsiveness. This pause brings clarity, helping you respond thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. Through patience, you reinforce resilience, proving to yourself that you can handle emotions calmly. Focusing on your breath creates a natural rhythm that calms the mind. Each inhale and exhale becomes a gentle anchor, helping you stay grounded even as emotions try to pull you off course. This rhythm acts as a stabilizing force, giving you something steady to hold on to. In moments of stress, this consistency brings comfort, helping you stay centered and in control. Affirmations help you shift your mindset. When negative emotions arise, thoughts can easily spiral into worry or frustration. Positive affirmations redirect your focus, reminding you of your strengths and abilities. This mental shift empowers you, helping you see beyond the emotion and connect with a sense of resilience that's always within reach. Breathing exercises help you release tension stored in the body. Emotions often create physical responses like tight shoulders or a clenched jaw. Deep, mindful breathing releases this tension, relaxing your muscles and calming your mind. By letting go of physical tension, you create a sense of peace that supports emotional balance, helping you feel more in control. Repeating affirmations builds confidence. Over time, affirmations reinforce a positive self-image, helping you believe in your capacity to handle any emotion. Confidence grows as you affirm your strength, reminding yourself that emotions don't define you. With each affirmation, you strengthen your resilience, creating a mindset that's prepared for life's emotional challenges. Using breathing techniques during intense moments helps regulate your nervous system. When negative emotions arise, your body can enter a state of stress, making it harder to think clearly. Slow, deep breaths activate the body's relaxation response, helping you return to a state of calm. This physical response supports emotional clarity, allowing you to see the situation with a balanced perspective. Affirmations counteract self-doubt. Negative emotions often bring thoughts of insecurity or fear, but affirmations like "I am strong and capable" remind you of your inner power. Each affirmation becomes a counterbalance to self-doubt, helping you stand firm in your worth. By reinforcing positive beliefs, affirmations build resilience, ensuring that negative emotions don't cloud your confidence. Controlled breathing enhances focus. By paying attention to each breath, you train your mind to stay focused, even when emotions try to distract you. This focus keeps you grounded, helping you see beyond the immediate feeling and connect with a sense of inner calm. Focusing on breath reduces the mind's tendency to wander, creating a peaceful presence that supports resilience. Affirmations reinforce the belief that emotions are temporary. When feelings of anger or sadness arise, affirmations remind you that these emotions will pass. Phrases like "this too shall pass" create a sense of hope, reducing the intensity of the emotion. This perspective brings comfort, helping you stay grounded with the knowledge that emotions come and go, while your inner strength remains constant. Practicing breathing exercises daily builds resilience over time. Consistent practice strengthens your ability to stay calm, making it easier to handle stress. Each day, as you breathe intentionally, you cultivate a habit of peace, preparing yourself for future challenges. This routine fosters resilience, creating a strong foundation of calm that you can rely on whenever emotions become intense. Affirmations support a positive mindset, even in challenging times. By repeating phrases that encourage resilience, you keep your focus on growth rather than frustration. This positive focus helps you see challenges as opportunities, strengthening your ability to handle negative emotions. With each affirmation, you remind yourself that you are capable, building confidence that's unshaken by external circumstances. Breathing techniques help you cultivate self-control. When emotions feel overwhelming, breath control reminds you that you can influence your response. This control brings a sense of empowerment, showing you that emotions don't dictate your actions. By practicing breath control, you build resilience, learning to respond with calm rather than letting emotions lead. Affirmations provide comfort during difficult moments. When you feel emotionally challenged, affirmations remind you of your worth, helping you feel supported. Positive phrases like, "I am at peace," create a sense of comfort, reinforcing that you are capable of facing any emotion. This comfort strengthens resilience, helping you move through emotions with patience and understanding. Deep breathing connects you with your inner peace. Each breath draws you closer to a sense of calm that lies within, creating a buffer against the storm of emotions. This inner peace becomes a source of strength, helping you handle challenges without feeling overwhelmed. By connecting with your inner calm, you reinforce resilience, knowing that you have a steady place to return to in times of need. Affirmations build a resilient mindset. By repeating positive phrases, you shape your thoughts towards strength and optimism. This mindset prepares you to handle negative emotions as you've built a mental habit of resilience. With each affirmation, you create a foundation that supports emotional stability, allowing you to face challenges without losing your balance. Focusing on breath during moments of stress creates a sense of control. Emotions can feel overpowering, but by focusing on your breathing, you reclaim control over your experience. This focus brings relief, helping you feel grounded and steady. Each breath becomes a reminder that you have the power to choose calmness, building resilience with each inhale and exhale. These techniques, when practiced consistently, foster a resilient foundation that keeps you grounded and empowered, ready to navigate emotions with strength and calm. Transitioning from the steadying practices of breathing and affirmations, we now turn to a different yet equally powerful tool for resilience: humor. Life is full of challenges, and while many situations demand a serious approach, there's an undeniable strength in the ability to laugh amidst the hardships. Humor acts as a shield, softening the impact of life's burdens and creating a buffer between you and stress. It allows you to face challenges with a lighter heart, helping you stay resilient and open-minded. With a stoic smile, you can learn to approach life with a sense of calm amusement, realizing that laughter is often the best response to things beyond your control. Humor helps you maintain perspective, reminding you that not everything needs to be taken seriously. When stress or frustration rises, a touch of humor can ease the tension, helping you see situations with fresh eyes. This lighter perspective creates space for resilience, allowing you to face challenges without feeling overwhelmed. With humor, you shift your focus from frustration to acceptance, turning obstacles into moments of learning and growth. Laughing at life's small absurdities strengthens resilience. The world is full of unpredictability, and often situations unfold in ways we least expect. By choosing to laugh at these twists, you release tension and cultivate a sense of acceptance. Humor helps you let go of the need for control, showing you that sometimes the best response is a simple smile. This flexibility keeps you grounded, prepared to handle whatever life throws your way. Using humor as a response to stress builds inner strength. When you find humor in stressful situations, you reduce the emotional impact of the stress, allowing yourself to handle it with grace. This response reinforces that you are capable of facing challenges without letting them consume you. Humor becomes a form of self-care, helping you protect your peace while staying resilient. Humor brings lightness to serious moments, creating a balance between responsibility and relief. While some situations require focus, adding humor keeps you from becoming weighed down. This balance reminds you that challenges are part of life, but so is laughter. Embracing humor in difficult times creates a sense of inner calm, allowing you to navigate life with a relaxed perspective. Seeing humor in your own mistakes builds humility and resilience. Everyone makes errors, and by laughing at yourself, you remove the sting of embarrassment or regret. Humor helps you view mistakes as natural parts of growth, reducing self-criticism and promoting self-acceptance. This self-compassion fosters resilience as you learn to move forward without dwelling on past missteps. Humor connects you with others, strengthening your support network. Shared laughter creates bonds, making it easier to handle challenges with the help of friends or loved ones. Humor reminds you that you're not alone, creating a sense of solidarity that boosts resilience. By laughing together, you build relationships that provide comfort, helping you face life's burdens as part of a community. Using humor to handle criticism helps you avoid taking things personally. When faced with harsh words, a humorous response diffuses tension, showing that you're unshaken by others' opinions. Humor protects your self-esteem as you learn not to internalize criticism, but rather see it with light-heartedness. This detachment builds resilience, helping you maintain confidence despite external judgments. Finding humor in everyday struggles keeps you grounded. Life's routine challenges can feel overwhelming, but a touch of humor makes them more manageable. By laughing at minor inconveniences, you prevent them from accumulating into stress. This practice helps you approach daily life with calmness, knowing that even small annoyances have a lighter side. Humor teaches flexibility, encouraging you to adapt to life's unexpected turns. When things don't go as planned, humor helps you release expectations and accept the present. This adaptability creates resilience, allowing you to flow with change rather than resisting it. Humor becomes a reminder that life is unpredictable, but that doesn't mean it can't be enjoyed. Viewing difficult situations with humor reduces the intensity of negative emotions. By laughing at a problem, you prevent emotions like frustration or anger from taking control. Humor brings a sense of relief, creating distance between you and the emotion. This detachment fosters resilience, helping you face challenges with a clear mind and a light heart. Laughing at life's imperfections nurtures acceptance. Perfection is an illusion, and humor helps you embrace life as it is, with all its flaws and surprises. This acceptance reduces stress as you stop striving for unrealistic standards. Humor reminds you that imperfections are part of the journey, encouraging you to find joy in the unexpected. Using humor to cope with setbacks helps you bounce back faster. Setbacks can be discouraging, but humor gives you a new perspective, allowing you to see them as temporary. Laughter lightens the emotional load, making it easier to move forward with resilience. This perspective shift strengthens your ability to handle adversity, keeping you focused on growth. Humor enhances problem-solving by freeing your mind from rigidity. When you approach challenges with a light-hearted attitude, you're more open to creative solutions. Humor encourages you to think outside the box, making problem-solving feel less daunting. This flexibility builds resilience, helping you find innovative ways to overcome obstacles. Approaching uncertainty with humor reduces anxiety. Life is full of unknowns, and while they can be intimidating, humor provides comfort. By laughing at the unpredictability, you ease the tension, reminding yourself that you can handle whatever comes. This perspective nurtures resilience, allowing you to embrace uncertainty with a sense of adventure. Humor reduces the impact of fear, giving you courage to face challenges. When you laugh at what scares you, fear loses some of its hold. Humor empowers you, helping you see that challenges aren't as overwhelming as they seem. This courage builds resilience as you learn to face fears with confidence and a sense of humor. Viewing stressful situations with humor reminds you of your inner strength. Laughter in the face of difficulty reinforces that you are capable of handling life's challenges. Humor becomes a source of confidence, helping you see that no matter what happens, you have the strength to endure. This self-assurance supports resilience, grounding you in a sense of calm. Each of these insights creates a foundation for using humor as a tool for resilience, teaching you to meet life's challenges with a light heart and a stoic smile. Continuing from the power of humor as a shield, we now shift toward an equally freeing practice, releasing the habit of comparison and embracing your unique journey. In a world constantly pushing us to measure ourselves against others, choosing to focus on personal growth can be a profound act of liberation. True satisfaction and fulfillment come from valuing your progress, independent of external standards or competition. When you build contentment from within, your journey becomes a source of genuine pride and strength. Letting go of comparison creates a path of growth and gratitude, allowing you to experience life with a renewed sense of purpose. The first step to freeing yourself from comparison is realizing that each person's path is unique. No two lives are the same, and comparing yourself to someone else's journey ignores the richness of your own. By recognizing that everyone has their own struggles, challenges, and triumphs, you shift focus to what truly matters, your progress and growth. This understanding brings peace, helping you appreciate your unique path rather than feeling pressured to match someone else's pace. Focusing on your journey encourages self-discovery. When you stop looking outward, you start exploring your strengths, values, and passions. This self-exploration builds a deeper connection with who you are, nurturing a sense of fulfillment that doesn't rely on comparison. As you discover more about yourself, you gain confidence, knowing that your worth comes from within. Setting personal goals helps you focus on your journey. When your goals reflect your values and desires, you feel motivated to pursue them for their own sake. These goals keep you centered, reminding you that growth is personal and doesn't need to meet anyone else's standards. By setting and working toward goals that matter to you, you create a fulfilling path that celebrates your unique progress. Self-acceptance plays a key role in releasing comparison. Accepting yourself with all your strengths and areas for growth reduces the need to measure up to others. Self-acceptance creates a foundation of inner peace, helping you embrace who you are without needing external validation. This acceptance nurtures a sense of contentment as you find satisfaction in your journey, not in comparison. Reflecting on your achievements helps you see the value in your progress. When you take time to acknowledge what you've accomplished, you build confidence in your growth. These achievements remind you that you are capable, showing that your journey has meaning and purpose. By valuing your successes, you reinforce a mindset focused on personal satisfaction rather than competition. Understanding that everyone has their struggles keeps you grounded. No one's life is perfect, and by recognizing that, you reduce the tendency to idealize others. This awareness reminds you that comparison is often based on incomplete information, helping you see the futility in measuring yourself against others. By focusing on your own growth, you build resilience and contentment. Practicing gratitude for your journey shifts focus from what you lack to what you have. Gratitude reminds you of the blessings and progress unique to your life. When you appreciate your journey, you feel less drawn to compare, finding fulfillment in the path you're on. This gratitude brings a sense of peace, allowing you to value each step you take. Building self-confidence reduces the desire to compare. When you believe in your abilities, others' achievements don't diminish your worth. Confidence helps you see that your journey is valuable, creating a sense of pride in who you are. This self-assurance makes it easier to focus on personal growth, freeing you from the need to compete. Recognizing that growth is a personal process helps you let go of comparison. Each person grows at their own pace, and trying to match someone else's timeline only creates frustration. By accepting your unique pace, you create space for genuine progress, building resilience along the way. This mindset shift brings calm, helping you trust in your path without feeling rushed. Seeing success as subjective keeps you grounded. Success looks different for everyone, and by defining it for yourself, you create a journey that's meaningful to you. When success aligns with your values, you find fulfillment in reaching personal milestones rather than comparing them to others' achievements. This perspective builds resilience as you focus on what truly matters to you. Learning from others without comparing fosters growth. When you see others as sources of inspiration rather than competition, you gain insights without feeling inadequate. This perspective allows you to learn and grow, using others' achievements as motivation for your own path. By adopting this mindset, you create a journey rooted in self-improvement, not competition. Celebrating others' successes without comparing helps you feel more connected. When you genuinely rejoice in others' accomplishments, you build relationships based on mutual support. This sense of connection reduces feelings of inadequacy as you see success as something to be shared, not envied. This approach nurtures gratitude, helping you appreciate your own journey even more. Focusing on self-compassion reduces the need for comparison. Being kind to yourself creates a mindset of acceptance, helping you embrace who you are. Self-compassion reminds you that growth is ongoing and that you don't need to meet anyone else's standards. This inner kindness nurtures a peaceful journey as you find fulfillment in your progress rather than others' approval. Reflecting on your values guides your journey, making others' paths less relevant. When you live according to your values, your actions feel meaningful, independent of comparison. This alignment brings a sense of purpose, helping you focus on what truly matters to you. By living authentically, you build confidence in your unique journey, reducing the impact of external standards. Setting boundaries protects your focus from external influences. Boundaries keep you centered on your goals, helping you avoid distractions that lead to comparison. By setting limits on what you expose yourself to, you create a mental space that supports personal growth. This boundary fosters peace, as you focus on your progress without feeling the need to match others. Accepting that perfection is an illusion helps you let go of comparison. No one is perfect, and striving to reach someone else's ideal only creates stress. By embracing imperfection, you find freedom in being yourself, reducing the desire to compete. This acceptance brings contentment as you realize that growth is about progress, not perfection. Practicing mindfulness keeps you present on your path. When you're focused on the present, you're less likely to compare yourself to others. Mindfulness grounds you, helping you appreciate each moment of growth. This presence brings fulfillment, allowing you to experience your journey without the distractions of comparison. Each of these practices reinforces a mindset focused on personal growth, helping you build satisfaction from your unique journey. Following the journey of focusing on your unique path, we now approach one of the most liberating practices of all, letting go of the past. The memories, regrets, and disappointments that linger from our past experiences often weigh us down, shaping how we view ourselves and the world. Yet, when we release what no longer serves us, we create space for peace and personal growth. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing ourselves from old burdens that no longer contribute to our present. This journey will guide you through ways to embrace the lessons of the past while fully living in the present, offering you the chance to reclaim your life with fresh energy and purpose. The first step in letting go is acceptance. By acknowledging past events and the impact they had, you honor your experiences without letting them control you. Acceptance isn't about reliving the past, but about facing it with a calm understanding. This approach brings closure, helping you stop resisting what has already happened. In accepting your past, you create the foundation to release it, making room for healing and growth. Recognizing the difference between holding on and learning from experiences brings clarity. Holding on to regrets and pain keeps you bound to the past, while learning from them empowers you to move forward. This distinction allows you to take the wisdom from each experience without carrying the weight of the memory. By focusing on lessons instead of regrets, you transform your past into a source of strength. Self-forgiveness plays a key role in letting go. Mistakes and regrets often lead to self-blame, but forgiving yourself allows you to release guilt and shame. Self-forgiveness reminds you that growth comes from acknowledging mistakes without being defined by them. This forgiveness creates inner peace, helping you see that past actions do not determine your worth. Understanding that change is a natural part of life helps you let go. Life moves forward, and holding on to the past prevents you from experiencing its full potential. Accepting change allows you to release outdated beliefs and habits, embracing the present as a fresh start. This mindset fosters resilience, helping you adapt and grow without being held back by past limitations. Finding gratitude in past experiences, even difficult ones, helps you appreciate the journey. Every challenge holds a lesson, and by finding gratitude, you shift your perspective from pain to growth. This gratitude brings a sense of peace, as you recognize that even hardships contributed to your resilience. Gratitude transforms the past from a burden to a source of wisdom. Reflecting on your values allows you to see how you've evolved. By understanding what you value now, you let go of past identities that no longer serve you. This reflection shows you that growth is an ongoing process, helping you appreciate the person you've become. Embracing your values strengthens your connection to the present, freeing you from the need to hold on to old versions of yourself. Practicing mindfulness keeps you focused on the present. When thoughts of the past arise, mindfulness helps you observe them without attachment, bringing you back to the here and now. This presence reduces the power of memories, allowing you to experience each moment fully. Mindfulness creates a sense of calm, reminding you that peace exists in the present, not in reliving the past. Self-compassion supports the process of letting go. Being gentle with yourself helps you release the harsh judgments and regrets tied to past actions. Self-compassion reminds you that everyone makes mistakes and that growth is part of the human experience. This kindness brings comfort, helping you forgive and move forward with resilience. Releasing the need for closure allows you to move on without answers. Some situations may never be fully understood, but by letting go of the need for resolution, you free yourself from waiting. This release fosters acceptance as you focus on the present rather than seeking explanations. By embracing uncertainty, you create a sense of peace, allowing you to move forward without feeling stuck. Seeing the past as a series of lessons transforms your perspective. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, holds wisdom that can guide you. When you view the past as a teacher, you release resentment and embrace growth. This shift empowers you, helping you use the past to strengthen your present rather than burden it. Focusing on personal growth encourages you to let go of old limitations. The past may have shaped you, but it doesn't define your future. By choosing growth, you build a life that reflects who you are today, not who you were. This commitment to self-improvement creates resilience as you embrace each step of your journey without being bound by previous experiences. Letting go of others' opinions from the past brings freedom. Sometimes, past judgments or labels linger in our minds, but releasing them allows you to redefine yourself. Others' opinions don't define your worth, and by letting them go, you reclaim your identity. This liberation builds confidence, helping you live authentically without being limited by outdated perceptions. Practicing gratitude for the present reduces the pull of the past. When you appreciate the present moment, the past loses its hold, allowing you to live more fully. Gratitude keeps you focused on what you have now, reducing the need to revisit old memories. This appreciation brings peace, reminding you that the present is where life truly unfolds. Each of these practices strengthens your ability to release the past, creating a foundation for growth, peace, and renewed purpose. Moving forward from the freedom found in letting go of the past, we now shift to a powerful foundation for resilience, cultivating self-confidence. True confidence comes from trusting your inner strength, from knowing that regardless of life's twists and turns, you can rely on yourself to handle whatever comes your way. With a Stoic approach, self-confidence becomes more than just belief. It's an unshakable calm that empowers you to face challenges, make decisions, and stand firm in your values. This journey will guide you in developing deep trust in your abilities and instincts, creating a steady foundation to navigate life with assurance and clarity. Confidence begins with self-awareness. When you understand your strengths and limitations, you gain clarity about who you are and what you're capable of. Self-awareness grounds you, reducing the need for external validation. By recognizing both your skills and areas for growth, you build a balanced sense of confidence rooted in reality, allowing you to face challenges with humility and strength. Trusting your intuition strengthens your confidence. Intuition is a powerful guide, helping you make choices aligned with your values. When you listen to your inner voice, you develop a deep sense of trust in yourself, knowing that you're guided by something steady. This trust frees you from doubt, as you rely on your instincts to lead you through decisions, big and small. Setting personal goals reinforces confidence by providing a sense of direction. When you work toward goals that matter to you, each step builds confidence, showing you that you're capable of achieving what you set out to do. Personal goals keep you focused on growth, allowing you to measure progress by your own standards rather than others. This focus nurtures confidence that's independent of comparison. Practicing self-discipline builds confidence in your ability to persevere. Discipline is a commitment to your goals, a promise to yourself that you'll follow through. Each time you practice self-discipline, you reinforce the belief that you can rely on yourself. This inner reliability becomes a source of confidence, as you know that you have the strength to stay dedicated even when things get tough. Learning from failure without self-criticism strengthens resilience. Everyone faces setbacks, but choosing to view them as learning experiences allows you to grow without diminishing your confidence. When you learn from mistakes without harsh self-judgment, you build resilience, seeing challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as reflections of inadequacy. Self-compassion is essential to confidence. Being kind to yourself allows you to move forward without the weight of harsh criticism. Self-compassion nurtures a mindset that embraces growth rather than perfection, reminding you that worth isn't tied to success or failure. This kindness toward yourself creates a safe foundation for confidence as you approach life with a forgiving, open heart. Focusing on effort rather than outcome reinforces self-confidence. When you value the effort you put into tasks, success isn't defined solely by the result. This focus on effort allows you to feel accomplished regardless of the outcome, building confidence in your dedication and commitment. By celebrating effort, you reinforce that true achievement lies in giving your best. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present, reducing anxiety about future challenges. When you're present, you're better able to handle what's in front of you, reducing the impact of doubt. Mindfulness nurtures confidence by reminding you that you're equipped to deal with each moment as it comes. This calm presence fosters resilience as you approach life with clarity and focus. Building resilience strengthens self-confidence. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties, and each time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you're capable. Resilience reminds you that setbacks don't define you, building confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes. This inner strength becomes a source of assurance, helping you face life with courage. Recognizing your accomplishments, big and small, reinforces confidence. Each achievement, whether it's mastering a skill or completing a goal, builds a sense of pride in your abilities. By acknowledging your accomplishments, you strengthen your belief in yourself, creating a foundation of confidence that supports you through new challenges. Embracing growth as a lifelong journey fosters confidence. When you see life as a path of continuous improvement, you feel less pressured to be perfect in every moment. This perspective encourages you to embrace each experience as a stepping stone, helping you build confidence in your ability to learn and grow. By focusing on growth, you nurture a sense of purpose that strengthens self-assurance. Setting boundaries reinforces self-confidence. Boundaries are a way of valuing yourself, a reminder that your well-being matters. By setting limits on what you tolerate, you create a space where you can thrive. Boundaries build confidence as they reflect a commitment to yourself, showing that you respect your needs and values. Trusting in your decisions strengthens inner confidence. Every choice you make reflects your values and instincts, and trusting these decisions reduces self-doubt. This trust creates a steady foundation as you learn to rely on your judgment without second-guessing. By embracing your decisions, you reinforce the belief that you're capable of guiding yourself wisely. Learning to say no without guilt is a powerful way to build self-confidence. Saying no when necessary is a way of respecting your limits, a reminder that you don't have to please everyone. This ability to set boundaries without guilt reinforces confidence as you prioritize your well-being without feeling obligated to meet others' expectations. Developing self-reliance nurtures a sense of inner strength. Self-reliance is the ability to trust that you can handle life's challenges without needing constant support. This independence fosters confidence, as you know that you're capable of facing whatever comes. By cultivating self-reliance, you build resilience, knowing that you're prepared to stand on your own. Each of these practices nurtures a strong, unshakable confidence rooted in inner strength, guiding you to face life's challenges with calm and resilience. Building on the strength of self-confidence, we now turn to 12 Stoic principles that can bring immediate and profound change to your life. These principles form the core of Stoic wisdom, each offering a powerful perspective that challenges common ways of thinking and transforms the way you experience life. Embracing these principles doesn't require grand gestures or dramatic shifts. Rather, it involves a series of mindset changes that empower you to face challenges, embrace growth, and find peace in life's unpredictability. Each principle offers a clear path to self-mastery, allowing you to align more deeply with your values and live with resilience and clarity. The first principle is the importance of focusing only on what is within your control. Life is full of uncertainty, and much of what we experience lies beyond our direct influence. By shifting your attention to what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, you free yourself from the weight of things that are outside your reach. This perspective brings peace, as you realize that your energy is best spent on what you can shape rather than on what you cannot change. Acceptance of impermanence is a second principle that shapes Stoic thought. Everything in life, from relationships to possessions, is temporary, and by accepting this, you create a sense of freedom. This acceptance allows you to appreciate moments as they come, without becoming overly attached. Embracing impermanence fosters resilience, as you understand that change is a natural part of existence and that nothing remains fixed. A third principle is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude in Stoicism goes beyond simply saying thank you. It's about fully appreciating what you have in the present moment. By focusing on your blessings, you shift from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. This gratitude creates inner peace, reminding you that contentment doesn't come from acquiring more, but from appreciating what's already here. The value of self-discipline forms another core Stoic principle. Self-discipline is the foundation of freedom, allowing you to pursue goals and live with intention. When you practice discipline, you commit to yourself, reinforcing the belief that you have control over your choices. This commitment builds confidence, as each disciplined action strengthens your ability to stay true to your path. Cultivating resilience is an essential Stoic value. Resilience is the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges, a reminder that hardships do not define you. By embracing resilience, you develop the strength to see obstacles as part of growth, not as setbacks. This mindset shift creates confidence as you trust in your ability to face life with courage. Patience is another principle that Stoicism teaches. In a world that values speed, patience reminds you to embrace life's natural pace. Patience reduces frustration, helping you accept that progress takes time and that not everything happens on your schedule. By practicing patience, you build resilience, creating a mindset that finds peace in waiting. The power of mindfulness is also central to Stoic philosophy. Mindfulness keeps you present, reducing the tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. This focus on the present allows you to engage fully with life, appreciating each moment for what it is. Mindfulness fosters inner peace, helping you navigate life with clarity and calm. Practicing humility is an important Stoic principle. Humility is the understanding that you're part of a larger whole and that you don't have all the answers. This humility grounds you, reminding you that learning is a lifelong journey. By embracing humility, you open yourself to growth, knowing that each experience holds valuable insights. Embracing simplicity forms another core Stoic principle. Simplicity involves letting go of excess, focusing on what truly matters. When you live simply, you reduce distractions, allowing you to invest energy in meaningful pursuits. This simplicity fosters peace, as you find joy in essentials rather than in superficial desires. The Stoic principle of empathy emphasizes the importance of seeing things from others' perspectives. Empathy builds connections, reminding you that everyone has their own struggles and experiences. This understanding reduces judgment, creating a mindset that's compassionate and open-hearted. Empathy strengthens relationships, helping you interact with kindness and respect. Self-reliance is a central Stoic principle. Relying on yourself doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means trusting in your ability to make decisions and handle challenges. Self-reliance builds confidence, reminding you that you have the strength to face life on your terms. By cultivating self-reliance, you develop a steady foundation of resilience. The Stoic principle of letting go of outcomes offers freedom. When you release attachment to specific results, you focus on the process, rather than on achieving perfection. This detachment fosters peace, as you find joy in effort rather than in validation. Letting go of outcomes builds resilience, reminding you that growth is more valuable than any single achievement. Following the 12 Stoic principles for personal growth, we delve deeper into Stoicism with 19 secrets that can guide you toward lasting calm and inner peace. Each of these Stoic insights offers a pathway to quieting the mind, managing emotions, and finding resilience in everyday life. In a world filled with noise and distractions, these secrets help you remain steady, reducing stress and nurturing a calm, composed spirit. Embracing them transforms how you respond to life's challenges, helping you build a life grounded in clarity, peace, and unshakable inner strength. The first secret to inner peace is understanding the power of detachment. When you detach from the need to control outcomes or people's reactions, you create a sense of freedom. Detachment allows you to be present and accept things as they are, rather than as you wish them to be. This practice cultivates a calm mind, as you're no longer weighed down by the need to control what's outside your influence. Learning to accept what you cannot change is another powerful Stoic approach. Life is filled with events beyond your control, and by accepting this reality, you free yourself from unnecessary frustration. Acceptance brings peace, helping you let go of resistance and embrace the natural flow of life. This understanding builds resilience, as you're able to adapt rather than feel defeated. Mindfulness of the present moment creates a deep sense of calm. When you focus on the now, you reduce the anxiety that often arises from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. This present awareness brings clarity, helping you engage fully with each experience. By centering yourself in the moment, you cultivate a sense of peace that is unburdened by regret or anticipation. Gratitude is a foundational practice for inner peace. By focusing on what you have rather than on what you lack, you create a mindset of abundance. Gratitude helps you appreciate life's simple pleasures, reducing the desire for more and grounding you in contentment. This shift in focus fosters peace, as you realize that fulfillment doesn't come from external achievements, but from appreciating the present. Setting personal boundaries supports a peaceful life. Boundaries are a way of protecting your energy and well-being, helping you create a safe space for growth. By respecting your limits, you avoid overextending yourself, reducing stress, and cultivating inner calm. Boundaries reinforce self-respect, reminding you that peace requires intention and care. Learning to respond rather than react is a vital Stoic practice. Reactions are often impulsive and emotionally charged, while responses are thoughtful and grounded. By choosing to respond, you create a pause that allows for clarity, reducing the influence of strong emotions. This practice helps you stay calm as you approach situations with a balanced, composed mindset. Self-compassion is a key to inner peace. Being gentle with yourself reduces the pressure to be perfect, allowing you to accept mistakes and grow without self-criticism. Self-compassion nurtures resilience, helping you approach life with kindness and patience. By embracing this mindset, you build a foundation of peace, knowing that growth is a journey, not a destination. Embracing simplicity fosters a sense of inner calm. Simplicity reduces the noise of excess, helping you focus on what truly matters. By letting go of unnecessary possessions, commitments, or distractions, you create space for peace and presence. This focus on essentials nurtures a calm spirit, reminding you that fulfillment comes from within rather than from external additions. Prioritizing rest and recovery supports resilience and calm. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining balance. By honoring your need for rest, you recharge your mind and body, reducing stress and building resilience. This commitment to well-being reminds you that peace requires self-care, helping you maintain a steady, grounded state. Reflecting on your values keeps you connected to what matters most, guiding you toward peace. When you align your actions with your values, you create a sense of purpose and clarity. This alignment reduces inner conflict, allowing you to live authentically. By focusing on values, you build a life that feels meaningful and peaceful, grounded in what truly resonates with you. Practicing patience nurtures calm in moments of stress. Patience teaches you to accept that not everything happens on your timeline, reducing frustration and helping you flow with life's pace. This quality fosters resilience as you learn to wait without anxiety, trusting that growth takes time. Patience brings a calm presence, reminding you that peace isn't rushed, it unfolds naturally. Developing emotional awareness helps you stay grounded in moments of challenge. Recognizing your emotions without judgment allows you to process them without becoming overwhelmed. This awareness creates a buffer between you and strong feelings, helping you approach them with calm and clarity. By understanding your emotions, you cultivate resilience, reducing the chance of being controlled by them. The ability to let go of expectations is a Stoic secret for peace. Expectations often lead to disappointment, and by releasing them, you create space for acceptance. This practice frees you from the pressure to achieve or receive specific outcomes, helping you approach life with openness. Letting go of expectations nurtures peace, allowing you to embrace each experience for what it is. Seeing challenges as opportunities builds resilience. Every challenge offers a lesson, and by approaching them as growth experiences, you reduce stress and increase adaptability. This mindset shift helps you see difficulties as part of life's journey rather than as obstacles. Embracing challenges strengthens inner calm as you trust in your ability to learn and grow. Empathy for others nurtures a peaceful heart. By understanding that everyone has struggles, you cultivate compassion rather than judgment. Empathy reduces anger and frustration, helping you approach interactions with kindness and patience. This quality fosters a sense of connection, reminding you that peace comes from treating others with respect and understanding. Trusting in your ability to handle life's challenges builds confidence and calm. Self-trust reminds you that, regardless of what arises, you have the strength to navigate it. This assurance reduces anxiety as you know that you are capable. Trusting in yourself creates a foundation of inner peace, helping you approach life with resilience and calm. Taking time to reflect daily helps maintain clarity and peace. Reflection allows you to assess your actions, values, and goals, ensuring alignment with your true self. This practice keeps you grounded, reducing distractions and fostering a sense of purpose. Reflection nurtures peace, reminding you that life's pace benefits from moments of stillness. Avoiding comparison cultivates peace by keeping you focused on your own journey. Comparison creates unnecessary stress, drawing your attention away from personal growth. By staying centered on your path, you find satisfaction in your progress rather than measuring it against others. This focus brings calm, helping you build a life based on your unique values and strengths. Building from the pursuit of inner peace, we now turn to a powerful practice of self-mastery through restraint, choosing to hide certain habits that may otherwise disrupt your sense of inner calm and resilience. These 9 behaviors, while common, can subtly weaken self-discipline and impact how others perceive your strength and character. By keeping these habits hidden, you cultivate a stronger, more composed self, allowing a life of greater authenticity and influence. Removing these habits from public view won't just enhance your personal growth, it will also shift how others respond to you, reinforcing respect and admiration for your inner control and consistency. Let's explore each of these habits deeply. Understanding how letting them go, or keeping them to yourself, can guide you toward clarity, focus, and personal transformation. The first habit to keep hidden is self-pity. Self-pity often feels like a natural response to life's challenges, especially when times are tough, but expressing it to others rarely brings comfort. Instead, self-pity draws attention to struggle, inadvertently making hardship the focus rather than resilience. When you choose to meet challenges without showing self-pity, you project strength and perseverance. This doesn't mean denying your feelings. It simply means cultivating a mindset that looks forward rather than staying stuck in what's gone wrong. Choosing resilience over self-pity encourages you to learn from struggles rather than being defined by them. It empowers you to find purpose in hardship and quietly foster the kind of inner strength that others can sense without needing to hear about your difficulties. The second habit to keep private is complaining. Complaining is easy, especially when frustrations mount, but it often consumes energy without leading to change. Complaining invites negativity and can draw attention away from solutions. By choosing to keep complaints to yourself, you shift your focus from what went wrong to what can be done. This proactive approach builds resilience, as you start to see challenges as opportunities to problem solve rather than obstacles to dwell upon. Each time you refrain from complaining, you reinforce a positive, forward-thinking mindset, developing a habit of looking for ways to adapt rather than dwelling on dissatisfaction. With this inner focus, others will recognize you as someone who moves forward with strength, unburdened by unnecessary negativity. A third habit to avoid expressing is gossip. Gossip often seems harmless, but it quickly erodes trust and can damage your credibility. Speaking about others' lives or issues indirectly puts focus on their mistakes or shortcomings, diminishing the respect others may have for you. When you choose to avoid gossip, you build an aura of integrity, one that makes people feel comfortable and respected in your presence. This respect for others' privacy and reputations ultimately strengthens your relationships and invites genuine connections, as people see you as someone who speaks with purpose and honor. Over time, this restraint forms a foundation of respect, enhancing your credibility and helping you build connections based on trust rather than idle talk. Another habit best kept out of sight is boasting. Boasting, even subtly, can unintentionally create a sense of arrogance or competitiveness. While it's natural to feel proud of accomplishments, letting your actions speak for themselves can be far more powerful. When you refrain from speaking too much about your achievements, you allow others to notice your strengths through your behavior and outcomes, not through words. This approach conveys confidence without arrogance, reinforcing a sense of quiet assurance that is both admirable and humble. People who avoid boasting often come across as genuine, approachable, and secure in themselves, qualities that naturally earn respect and trust. Anger is another emotion that, while natural, is often best processed privately. Expressing anger impulsively can lead to misunderstandings, strained relationships, and long-term regrets. When you choose to manage anger internally, taking time to cool down and reflect, you prevent unnecessary harm to yourself and others. By keeping anger in check, you practice self-control, showing a level of maturity and emotional intelligence that others respect. This self-restraint strengthens your ability to navigate conflict with calmness, helping you address issues without letting emotions cloud your judgment. In choosing to process anger quietly, you communicate that your responses are measured, that your reactions are thoughtful, and that your presence is steady even in the face of challenge. One habit that can subtly undermine inner peace is seeking validation from others. Validation feels comforting, but relying on external praise creates a dependency that weakens self-confidence over time. When you seek others' approval, you place your self-worth in their hands, making yourself vulnerable to their opinions. Instead, choosing to focus on your own standards and values reinforces self-reliance. When you refrain from asking for validation, you build an inner strength that isn't swayed by fluctuating opinions. This independence fosters genuine confidence, creating a foundation of self-respect that doesn't rely on others' approval. Over time, this quiet self-assurance draws admiration, as others see you as someone who acts from a place of conviction and strength. Defensiveness, particularly in response to criticism, can reveal insecurities that may not truly reflect your character. Instead of responding with defensiveness, choosing to remain open and listen helps you grow from feedback without feeling threatened. By viewing criticism as an opportunity rather than a personal attack, you practice humility and resilience. People who embrace feedback thoughtfully are often seen as strong and wise, willing to learn and improve. This restraint doesn't mean you accept all criticism blindly. It means you're willing to engage with it without letting it undermine your self-worth. Embracing feedback with openness and calm reflects confidence, showing that your sense of self isn't fragile but is strengthened by every opportunity to grow. Another habit to keep out of sight is envy. Envy can be subtle but powerful, leading to dissatisfaction with your own progress and creating unnecessary tension in relationships. When you avoid showing envy, you focus instead on your unique journey, cultivating gratitude for your accomplishments and resilience to pursue your goals independently. This inner contentment frees you from feeling overshadowed by others' success, fostering peace in your interactions and self-assurance in your progress. By keeping envy hidden, you develop a mindset of gratitude and self-confidence, recognizing that everyone's path is different and that yours holds unique value. Managing impatience is key to maintaining inner calm and strength. Impatience can be disruptive, causing you to rush through tasks, miss details, and increase stress for yourself and others. Choosing to keep impatience in check allows you to face situations calmly, maintaining focus even when things don't move as quickly as you'd like. Practicing patience builds resilience, helping you stay composed in the face of delays and challenges. This calm presence, cultivated over time, creates a sense of reliability, showing others that you handle life's pace with grace rather than frustration. Each of these habits, when kept private, strengthens your character, enhances your self-control, and allows others to experience you as someone who is composed, intentional, and resilient. By embracing the practice of restraint in these areas, you empower yourself to live with authenticity, clarity, and purpose, creating a life that reflects the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-mastery. In keeping these habits hidden, you craft an inner world of strength and peace that transforms not only your own life, but also the way others perceive and respect you. Transitioning from the power of hidden habits, we now turn to another essential practice: learning how to handle difficult people with the wisdom and calm of Stoic principles. Life inevitably brings us into contact with people whose behaviors or attitudes challenge our peace, but Stoicism offers powerful tools to navigate these interactions with strength and grace. When you approach difficult people with a Stoic mindset, you transform what could be a source of frustration into an opportunity for personal growth, resilience, and understanding. These techniques offer ways to maintain your composure, see past others' negativity, and emerge from each encounter unshaken and empowered. The first principle for dealing with difficult people is understanding that their behavior often reflects their own struggles, not your worth. Recognizing that others' actions are shaped by their experiences and emotions frees you from taking things personally. This understanding creates a sense of empathy and distance, allowing you to approach interactions without feeling hurt or defensive. When you realize that their negativity isn't about you, you build resilience, reducing the impact of their words or actions on your inner peace. Setting clear boundaries is another powerful Stoic technique. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out, they're about protecting your peace. By establishing clear limits on what behavior you'll accept, you signal respect for yourself and others. Boundaries create a safe space where you can interact with others without compromising your values. When you're clear on your limits, you reduce the risk of feeling overwhelmed, allowing you to stay calm and composed, even with challenging individuals. Practicing detachment is key to dealing with challenging behaviors. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring others or being cold. It means not allowing their actions to disturb your peace. By choosing not to internalize their negativity, you protect yourself from emotional stress. This detachment builds resilience as you learn to remain centered regardless of others' moods or actions. Detachment gives you the freedom to interact from a place of calm, grounded in your values, rather than being swayed by their behavior. Seeing each interaction as a chance for growth helps shift your perspective. Difficult people offer unique opportunities to practice patience, empathy, and self-control. When you approach these encounters as learning experiences, you reduce feelings of resentment. This mindset turns frustration into personal growth, helping you build strength and understanding. Each interaction becomes a stepping stone toward greater resilience as you cultivate patience and emotional stability. The Stoic practice of the view from above helps you see beyond the immediate difficulty. By mentally stepping back from the situation, you gain perspective, seeing the challenge in the context of a larger picture. This exercise reduces the intensity of the moment, helping you approach it with calm. When you see that this interaction is just one moment in a much larger life, the urgency and frustration diminish, allowing you to handle the situation with greater ease. Practicing active listening fosters understanding and reduces conflict. Often, difficult people feel unheard or misunderstood, which can fuel their negativity. By choosing to listen actively, you diffuse tension and demonstrate empathy. This approach doesn't mean agreeing with everything they say, but it shows respect and openness, often calming their defensiveness. Active listening builds connection, making it easier to navigate challenging interactions without escalating conflict. Using mindful breathing in the face of negativity helps maintain inner calm. Breathing techniques slow your heart rate, helping you manage stress and stay centered. When you encounter difficult behaviors, taking a few deep breaths allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This practice strengthens your self-control, helping you stay grounded even in tense situations. Breathing mindfully reminds you that you have the power to create calm within, regardless of external chaos. Choosing not to engage in arguments protects your peace. Difficult people often seek conflict, intentionally or not, but engaging only fuels negativity. By stepping away from unnecessary arguments, you preserve your energy and avoid stress. This restraint doesn't mean avoiding important discussions, but it reflects a decision to focus on solutions rather than getting drawn into conflict. By avoiding arguments, you build resilience, showing that you value peace over winning. Embracing humility helps you approach challenging people with grace. When you remember that everyone has flaws, including yourself, it becomes easier to interact with empathy. Humility reminds you that difficult behaviors often stem from struggles or insecurities that everyone faces in some form. This understanding fosters patience, helping you approach others with compassion rather than judgment. Humility keeps you grounded, encouraging you to respond kindly rather than react defensively. Building on the mastery of handling challenging people with calm and resilience, we now turn toward a practice that combines both inner stillness and purposeful intention, relaxing to manifest your deepest desires. Often we think achieving our goals requires constant effort and relentless focus, but Stoicism teaches a balanced approach. By relaxing and aligning your actions with your values, you foster an environment where goals unfold naturally without the pressure of forcing outcomes. This approach empowers you to act purposefully while maintaining a calm, confident mindset, leading to both inner fulfillment and external achievement. Through this process, you'll discover that creating the life you desire is not about control, but about clarity, presence, and trust in the flow of your journey. The first step in manifesting through relaxation is embracing trust in the process. When you allow yourself to believe that your efforts are enough, you reduce stress and anxiety. This trust creates a sense of calm, knowing that while you may not see immediate results, your actions are laying the groundwork for future growth. By letting go of impatience, you build resilience, finding comfort in steady progress rather than instant outcomes. Trusting the process gives you the freedom to focus on the present, creating an inner peace that supports long-term success. Setting clear intentions aligns your actions with your desires. Instead of overwhelming yourself with countless goals, choosing a focused intention allows you to direct your energy more effectively. This clarity reduces scattered effort, helping you concentrate on what truly matters. Intentions become the foundation of manifestation, guiding each action toward a meaningful result. With focused intentions, you build confidence in your path, knowing that each step aligns with your purpose. Learning to release attachment to outcomes is crucial in this journey. When you release the need for specific results, you reduce tension and open yourself to unexpected opportunities. This detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you're willing to adapt if things unfold differently than planned. By embracing flexibility, you create a mindset that's resilient and prepared for change, reducing frustration and enhancing your ability to adapt with ease. Maintaining a sense of gratitude for your current achievements fosters a mindset of abundance. By appreciating what you have now, you shift focus from lack to fulfillment, creating a mental state that attracts more positive outcomes. Gratitude builds resilience, reminding you that each moment is part of the journey. This perspective allows you to see progress in even the smallest steps, cultivating a relaxed and optimistic outlook. Embracing patience keeps you grounded in the manifestation process. When you practice patience, you let go of the urge to rush or force results. This patience builds resilience as you learn to trust in the timing of your life. Patience allows you to experience each step fully, creating a calm presence that supports steady growth. With patience, you learn that progress is not always immediate, but is nonetheless valuable. Practicing visualization creates a mental image of your desires, helping you stay focused without forcing outcomes. Visualization connects your mind and actions, reinforcing your goals in a relaxed, confident way. By picturing your desires clearly, you strengthen your commitment, creating a vision that guides your efforts naturally. Visualization empowers you, allowing you to feel connected to your goals while remaining present in the journey. Focusing on small, intentional actions every day builds momentum toward your goals. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by big dreams, breaking them into smaller steps reduces pressure and keeps you motivated. Each small action serves as a reminder of your commitment, building confidence as you make steady progress. This approach fosters patience and persistence, showing that big results come from consistent, thoughtful actions. Mindfulness in each moment strengthens your connection to your goals, When you're fully present, you reduce the mental clutter that distracts from your desires. Mindfulness creates clarity, allowing you to act with intention rather than reacting impulsively. This calm awareness supports the manifestation process, as you learn to approach each step with purpose and focus. By cultivating mindfulness, you create a grounded approach to achieving your dreams. Self-belief is a fundamental part of manifesting through relaxation. When you trust in your abilities, you reduce self-doubt and anxiety, creating a mental environment that supports growth. Believing in yourself fosters resilience, allowing you to pursue goals with a sense of calm assurance. This inner confidence becomes a foundation, helping you stay steady even when facing challenges. Letting go of comparison frees you to pursue your unique journey. Comparison often creates pressure, leading to frustration and self-doubt. By focusing on your path alone, you relax into the process, understanding that your journey doesn't need to match anyone else's. This focus builds self-assurance, reminding you that fulfillment comes from progress, not from measuring up to others. Each of these practices fosters a calm, purposeful approach to creating the life you desire. By balancing effort with relaxation, you manifest your goals with resilience, patience, and a deep sense of inner peace. Now that we've explored the art of relaxing to manifest your desires, we turn to essential Stoic habits that will fortify your strength and guard your energy. In a world where countless demands and distractions can leave you feeling drained, these 7 habits act as powerful anchors, helping you build inner resilience and protect your vitality. By incorporating these habits into your daily life, you cultivate a foundation of mental and physical strength that keeps you steady, focused, and unwavering in the face of challenges. Each habit not only strengthens you, but also helps you conserve your energy, allowing you to approach life with calm and purpose. The first habit to strengthen your resilience is the practice of self-discipline. Discipline is the cornerstone of Stoic strength, helping you prioritize long-term goals over short-term impulses. By choosing discipline, you train your mind and body to align with your values, reinforcing your commitment to personal growth. This dedication builds a steady foundation as you become more consistent and less swayed by fleeting desires. Over time, self-discipline empowers you to conserve energy, channeling it only toward pursuits that truly matter. Mindfulness of what you consume, both mentally and physically, is another habit that preserves your energy. The information, conversations, and even food you take in all affect your vitality. By carefully choosing what you allow into your life, you guard your mental and physical well-being, ensuring that you're surrounded by influences that uplift rather than drain you. This mindful approach strengthens your focus as you become more intentional about where you invest your attention and energy. Setting boundaries is a powerful habit for maintaining inner strength. Boundaries protect your time, energy, and focus, helping you prevent burnout and unnecessary stress. By clearly defining your limits, you create a safe space where you can thrive, unburdened by excessive demands. This boundary setting reinforces your commitment to self-respect, showing that your peace and energy are worth protecting. Boundaries make you resilient, allowing you to manage your interactions without feeling depleted. Practicing gratitude is another Stoic habit that builds inner strength. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you already possess, creating a mindset of abundance. By appreciating the present, you cultivate a sense of fulfillment that reduces the need to seek validation or contentment outside yourself. This gratitude grounds you, providing a steady source of happiness that doesn't rely on external circumstances. With a grateful mindset, you conserve energy, focusing on growth rather than on what you feel is missing. Daily reflection strengthens your self-awareness, allowing you to assess your actions and intentions without judgment. This habit encourages you to check in with yourself, making adjustments to stay aligned with your values. Reflection builds resilience as you become more attuned to your growth and less affected by external opinions. By taking time each day to reflect, you nurture a mindset of continuous improvement, ensuring that your energy is directed toward meaningful pursuits. Detachment from outcomes helps you stay focused without becoming overly attached to specific results. This habit teaches you to invest effort without becoming overly invested in the outcome, freeing you from the stress of perfectionism. Detachment creates a sense of peace as you find value in the process rather than in the final result. By embracing this approach, you conserve energy, focusing on growth rather than on the pressure of success or failure. Practicing patience builds resilience, allowing you to handle life's pace without feeling rushed or anxious. Patience reduces stress, helping you approach each moment with calm assurance rather than urgency. By embracing patience, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded, even when things don't move as quickly as you'd like. This inner calm conserves energy, as you avoid the strain that comes from pushing against life's natural flow. These Stoic habits create a powerful foundation for inner strength and energy preservation. By practicing self-discipline, mindfulness, gratitude, boundaries, reflection, detachment, and patience, you reinforce a resilient, purposeful approach to life that keeps you grounded, energized, and ready for whatever comes. With the foundation of strengthening your inner resilience and conserving your energy, we now explore a different approach to interpersonal dynamics. Becoming a person of value who naturally draws attention and respect, even from those who may not initially appreciate your worth. In Stoic philosophy, the focus is on cultivating virtues and self-respect, which in turn makes you a person of high character, someone whose presence others seek. Rather than changing to please someone else, you build such a strong sense of self that people are drawn to you naturally. Through these insights, you'll learn how to embody qualities that foster admiration and genuine interest, while remaining true to your values. The first principle is to focus on self-improvement rather than seeking validation. When you devote time to growing and becoming your best self, others sense this strength and are drawn to it. By honing skills, building resilience, and committing to personal growth, you cultivate an aura of confidence that is deeply appealing. This focus on yourself creates an energy that attracts others, as people admire those who are self-assured and dedicated to self-mastery. Instead of seeking attention, you naturally earn it through consistent self-development. Embodying emotional independence is another key to drawing respect and admiration. When you don't rely on external approval to feel complete, you project a sense of inner strength that others find compelling. Emotional independence shows that your happiness and self-worth are self-generated, which creates a balanced, stable presence. This independence draws people in, as they recognize you as someone who is unshaken by external factors, inspiring both curiosity and respect. Practicing authenticity in all interactions builds genuine connections. People are instinctively drawn to authenticity as it reflects integrity and self-confidence. By being true to your values, you establish a presence that feels real and relatable. Authenticity makes others feel comfortable and accepted, fostering a sense of trust. Rather than attempting to impress or change for someone else, staying authentic creates a magnetism that is rooted in self-assurance and honesty. Setting clear boundaries signals respect for yourself, which others in turn respect. Boundaries show that you value your time and energy, making people aware that your attention is not given lightly. This respect for yourself establishes a strong foundation for any relationship, as it communicates that you won't compromise your values for approval. Clear boundaries encourage others to value your presence, understanding that you won't tolerate disrespect or indifference. Practicing patience and presence without the need for immediate results creates a sense of calm, confident energy. When you don't rush or pressure interactions, you allow others the freedom to come to you naturally. This patience demonstrates self-confidence, showing that you are comfortable with yourself and do not need constant validation. By enjoying each moment without expectation, you foster a relaxed environment that people are naturally drawn to. Displaying kindness without expecting anything in return cultivates admiration and loyalty. Genuine kindness reflects strength, showing that you give from a place of abundance rather than neediness. This kindness encourages trust and respect, as people recognize that your actions are sincere. Kindness without conditions builds connections based on mutual appreciation rather than dependency, creating relationships that feel balanced and genuine. Practicing detachment from outcomes allows you to enjoy relationships without the pressure of specific expectations. Detachment creates freedom, both for yourself and for others, showing that your self-worth is not tied to any single person's approval. This approach fosters a relaxed energy, allowing people to engage with you without feeling pressured. By embracing detachment, you create a presence that is open, strong, and naturally compelling, inspiring others to appreciate your independence. Each of these Stoic practices cultivates a presence that draws others toward you while preserving your self-respect and authenticity. By focusing on self-improvement, emotional independence, authenticity, boundaries, patience, kindness, and detachment, you build a life of integrity and strength, naturally attracting those who respect and value you for who you truly are. Following the journey of cultivating an irresistible, self-assured presence, we now delve into powerful lessons for maintaining a strong mindset through Stoicism. In a world full of unexpected challenges and pressures, a resilient mindset becomes your greatest asset, grounding you in strength, clarity, and purpose. These 10 Stoic lessons provide tools to fortify your inner world, so that no matter what happens outside, you remain steady and focused. Embracing these insights not only deepens your resilience, but also enhances your ability to face life with calm determination. Each lesson reinforces a mindset of unwavering strength, enabling you to navigate obstacles with both wisdom and confidence. The first lesson is embracing the concept of control. Recognizing what lies within your control versus what does not is foundational to maintaining inner peace. By focusing only on what you can change, your thoughts, actions, and responses, you conserve energy and avoid unnecessary stress. This practice grounds you in a mindset that values focus over frustration, allowing you to act effectively without being weighed down by factors beyond your reach. Practicing acceptance in the face of challenges strengthens your ability to stay calm and adaptable. When you accept reality as it is, rather than resisting it, you find clarity and inner peace. Acceptance doesn't mean passive resignation. It means choosing to work with circumstances as they are, creating a foundation for practical action. This resilience builds a mindset of calmness, as you learn to approach difficulties with patience and understanding. Gratitude for the present moment keeps you anchored in a mindset of abundance. When you appreciate what you have now, you reduce the tendency to seek fulfillment outside yourself. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you possess, nurturing a sense of contentment that strengthens your resilience. By cultivating gratitude, you foster a mindset that finds joy in the simple and present, even amidst challenges. Building self-discipline is crucial for maintaining a strong mindset. Discipline is the commitment to follow through with actions aligned with your values and goals, even when motivation fades. By practicing discipline, you reinforce your belief in your own capabilities, creating a reliable source of strength. This dedication to your purpose fosters resilience as you grow accustomed to overcoming obstacles with a focused, determined approach. Seeing obstacles as opportunities is a powerful Stoic mindset shift. Each challenge holds a lesson or a chance for growth, and by viewing it this way, you reduce frustration and build adaptability. Obstacles become stepping stones, transforming difficulties into sources of strength. This perspective creates a mindset of resilience as you learn to approach adversity with curiosity and optimism, knowing that growth often emerges from challenge. Practicing mindfulness helps you maintain focus and clarity. When you remain present in each moment, you avoid being pulled into regret over the past or anxiety about the future. Mindfulness strengthens your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, helping you stay grounded in times of stress. This practice nurtures a calm, focused mindset, allowing you to navigate life with intention and awareness. Letting go of attachment to outcomes frees you from unnecessary stress. When you detach from specific results, you find value in the journey rather than in the end goal. This mindset encourages flexibility as you're open to whatever unfolds without feeling defeated if things don't go as planned. By releasing attachment, you cultivate resilience, finding satisfaction in the process rather than in a singular outcome. Practicing humility keeps you grounded and open to growth. Humility reminds you that there is always more to learn, encouraging you to approach life with curiosity rather than pride. This perspective builds resilience, as it allows you to see mistakes and setbacks as opportunities for improvement rather than failures. Humility fosters a mindset of continuous learning, reminding you that growth is a lifelong journey. Embracing resilience means choosing to rise after every setback. Resilience is the commitment to keep going, regardless of obstacles, knowing that growth often requires persistence. Each time you overcome a challenge, you reinforce your inner strength, building a mindset that trusts in your ability to endure and thrive. Resilience transforms difficulty into fuel for growth, showing that a strong mindset is one that withstands both triumph and trial. Valuing simplicity reinforces focus and clarity. When you let go of unnecessary distractions, you create space for what truly matters, conserving energy and strengthening your mindset. Simplicity reduces mental clutter, allowing you to approach life with calm, grounded focus. This approach nurtures a mindset of resilience, as you find satisfaction in the essentials rather than in the excess, building a life rooted in purpose. Each of these Stoic lessons cultivates a powerful mindset, guiding you to face life's challenges with strength, clarity, and unwavering resilience. By embracing control, acceptance, gratitude, discipline, opportunity, mindfulness, detachment, humility, resilience, and simplicity, you create a mental foundation that withstands any challenge, empowering you to live with purpose and peace. Building on the powerful lessons for a strong mindset, we now turn toward overcoming insecurity and regaining a sense of unshakable self-confidence. Stoicism offers timeless guidance for developing inner trust and resilience, showing that confidence isn't about external validation, but about embracing who you are with conviction and clarity. These 8 Stoic principles can transform feelings of insecurity into confidence grounded in self-respect and purpose. By applying these insights, you'll learn how to let go of self-doubt, embrace your strengths, and face life with renewed assurance. The first tip to overcoming insecurity is to focus on internal values rather than external opinions. When you align with your personal principles, you build a life rooted in authenticity rather than in the fluctuating opinions of others. This internal focus allows you to act confidently, knowing that your choices reflect your values. By prioritizing your beliefs over others' judgments, you reduce anxiety about how you're perceived, fostering a sense of calm self-assurance. Accepting your imperfections is essential for building true confidence. Everyone has flaws, and by embracing them as part of your humanity, you reduce self-criticism. Acceptance doesn't mean complacency. It means understanding that perfection is an illusion. This mindset helps you see value in growth and learning, freeing you from the need to be flawless. Embracing imperfections reinforces self-confidence as you learn to value yourself wholly, with strengths and weaknesses alike. Practicing self-compassion helps replace insecurity with self-kindness. When you treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend, you create a safe mental space for growth. Self-compassion reduces harsh self-judgment, allowing you to approach challenges with a gentle, resilient mindset. This kindness strengthens your inner trust, reminding you that growth takes time and that you are worthy of patience and encouragement. Focusing on progress over perfection fosters a steady confidence in your abilities. By valuing small improvements, you avoid feeling overwhelmed by distant goals. Each step forward reinforces your commitment, showing that growth is a process rather than an instant achievement. This focus on progress helps you build confidence gradually as you appreciate the effort you put into becoming a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Practicing detachment from outcomes helps reduce the anxiety that comes with seeking validation. Detachment allows you to invest in your actions without feeling defined by the result, freeing you from the pressure of external validation. This approach empowers you to act with intention and clarity, knowing that your worth isn't tied to any single achievement. By letting go of attachment, you build resilience and self-confidence, trusting in the value of your journey over specific outcomes. Setting boundaries is a powerful tool for regaining self-confidence. Boundaries protect your time, energy, and well-being, creating a space where you feel respected and valued. When you set limits on what you accept from others, you reinforce your self-worth, showing that you value yourself enough to protect your peace. Boundaries nurture self-confidence as they affirm your right to a life that aligns with your values and priorities. Embracing resilience builds an unshakable confidence that withstands setbacks. Resilience teaches you to see failure as part of growth, helping you bounce back from challenges with strength. By viewing setbacks as opportunities to learn, you reduce the fear of failure, knowing that each experience adds to your inner strength. Resilience fosters self-confidence, reminding you that your worth isn't defined by any single moment, but by your ability to rise and grow. Focusing on gratitude shifts your attention from what you lack to what you already possess. Gratitude creates a mindset of abundance, reducing feelings of inadequacy and fostering contentment. When you appreciate your strengths, achievements, and experiences, you develop a sense of fulfillment that doesn't depend on others' validation. This gratitude nurtures a confident outlook, reminding you of your worth and the richness of your journey. Each of these Stoic principles offers a pathway to confidence grounded in self-acceptance, resilience, and inner strength. By focusing on values, accepting imperfections, practicing compassion, valuing progress, detaching from outcomes, setting boundaries, embracing resilience, and cultivating gratitude, you transform insecurity into a lasting, authentic confidence that empowers you to navigate life with assurance and purpose. Following the journey of building self-confidence and reclaiming inner strength, we now delve into the profound practice of deliberate stillness. In a fast-paced world where distractions are endless, choosing to pause and center yourself becomes a powerful act of self-care and resilience. This practice of mindful stillness allows you to connect deeply with your inner self, providing a moment of calm amidst the busyness of life. By incorporating moments of quiet into your day, you can approach life with clarity and presence, finding inner peace that is unaffected by external pressures. Deliberate stillness strengthens your ability to face challenges from a place of calm, creating a foundation of inner strength and tranquility. The first step in practicing deliberate stillness is embracing the value of a pause. Pausing allows you to step back, observe, and breathe without rushing into action. This simple act of taking a break from constant movement provides a chance to reset your mind and recharge your energy. Pausing gives you the clarity to approach each moment with intention rather than reacting impulsively. Through these small moments of stillness, you create space for reflection, which enhances your ability to make thoughtful decisions. Focusing on your breath during stillness deepens the experience. When you concentrate on each inhale and exhale, you anchor yourself in the present, allowing the mind to settle. Breathwork brings attention back to your body, reducing stress and grounding you in calm. This focus on breathing builds resilience as you find a peaceful center that's unaffected by the chaos around you. By observing the rhythm of your breath, you cultivate a steady, relaxed presence. Practicing stillness daily builds a habit of inner peace. Just as you exercise the body, stillness exercises the mind, training it to remain calm and composed. This daily commitment strengthens your mental resilience, making it easier to stay centered during stressful moments. Over time, stillness becomes a natural response, helping you navigate life with grace and patience. Each moment of quiet reinforces your connection to inner peace, creating a sanctuary within. Using stillness as a time for self-reflection allows you to assess your thoughts and emotions without judgment. In moments of quiet, you gain a clearer understanding of what's truly important, as distractions fade away. Reflection fosters self-awareness, helping you identify patterns, values, and areas for growth. This clarity provides a foundation for personal development, allowing you to approach each day with a renewed sense of purpose. Letting go of the need to constantly solve or fix things during stillness releases tension. When you allow yourself to simply be, without the pressure to achieve, you create a space of acceptance. This freedom from striving fosters a sense of inner peace as you learn to appreciate the present moment without needing to control it. Letting go in stillness strengthens resilience as you develop the ability to rest in uncertainty without anxiety. Observing thoughts as they pass without attaching to them enhances your mental calm. Thoughts naturally arise, but by watching them without judgment, you prevent them from controlling your emotions. This detachment creates a peaceful mental space, helping you understand that not every thought requires action. Observing thoughts in stillness fosters a mindset of clarity as you learn to navigate life without being influenced by every passing idea. Creating a designated space for stillness in your home or environment reinforces the habit. A quiet corner or peaceful setting becomes a reminder to pause, providing a sanctuary from daily distractions. This space encourages a ritual of mindfulness as it signals your mind and body to relax. Having a dedicated area for stillness strengthens the practice, making it easier to return to calm whenever you need it. Embracing nature as a setting for stillness deepens your connection to peace. Being in nature encourages a sense of awe and perspective, reminding you of life's simplicity and beauty. Whether it's a park, a garden, or a quiet outdoor spot, nature soothes the mind, making it easier to enter a state of stillness. This connection with nature enhances your practice, grounding you in the present and offering a natural source of tranquility. Each of these practices enhances your ability to incorporate stillness into your life, creating a steady foundation of peace and resilience. Through deliberate pauses, focused breath, daily rituals, self-reflection, letting go, observing thoughts, designated spaces, and nature, you cultivate a powerful calm that allows you to approach life with clarity, presence, and unwavering inner strength. With the calming power of deliberate stillness now part of your toolkit, we shift to another essential Stoic practice, the ability to accept what you cannot control. Life is full of factors that lie beyond your influence, from others' actions to unforeseen events. Learning to let go of these uncontrollable elements releases you from the grip of unnecessary worry, allowing you to focus on what you can truly impact. This practice doesn't mean giving up. It means freeing yourself from the mental clutter that often clouds your peace and diverts your energy. Embracing this concept will transform how you face challenges, helping you act from a place of calm and purpose rather than anxiety and frustration. The first step in accepting what you can't control is acknowledging the difference between influence and control. While you may have some influence over situations, true control often lies beyond reach. Recognizing this distinction frees you from the need to micromanage every detail. It allows you to approach situations with patience, as you understand that your role is not to force outcomes, but to navigate circumstances with wisdom. This mindset conserves energy, reducing frustration and helping you focus on what you can actually shape. Letting go of the desire for perfection helps you find peace in imperfection. Many worries stem from a need for things to go perfectly, but life rarely aligns with that expectation. When you release perfectionism, you reduce the stress that comes from unmet ideals. This approach fosters resilience as you learn to embrace each situation as it is, adapting with flexibility rather than feeling defeated by imperfections. Letting go of perfection allows you to focus on genuine progress instead of an unattainable standard. Accepting that others' opinions are outside your control frees you from the weight of external judgment. People will have their own views and perspectives, shaped by their unique experiences. By accepting that you cannot change their opinions, you liberate yourself from the need to please everyone. This acceptance strengthens self-confidence as you place greater value on your own principles than on others' validation. Focusing on your beliefs fosters a sense of inner freedom, allowing you to live authentically. Practicing gratitude for what you have brings attention back to what you can appreciate rather than what's lacking. Gratitude shifts focus from scarcity to abundance, reducing the desire for control over external factors. When you appreciate the present moment, you create a mindset that finds joy in what's here now. This gratitude reduces worry as you begin to see life as complete in its current state. By centering on gratitude, you foster contentment that doesn't rely on external control. Detaching from the need to predict the future creates a sense of calm. Life is unpredictable, and the urge to know what lies ahead often leads to stress. By letting go of the need to foresee every outcome, you allow yourself to approach each moment with openness and flexibility. This detachment strengthens resilience as you learn to adapt to life's surprises rather than fearing them. Embracing uncertainty frees you from the anxiety of what if, helping you live with presence and curiosity. Focusing on what you can control, the quality of your actions and responses, builds a sense of empowerment. While you may not control outcomes, your choices in each moment reflect your values and intentions. By concentrating on these choices, you reinforce a mindset that values effort over result. This focus on personal responsibility enhances resilience as you become more invested in doing your best rather than in controlling everything. Taking ownership of your actions brings fulfillment, reminding you that your power lies in how you respond to life. Accepting that change is constant allows you to move through life with greater flexibility. Resistance to change often stems from a desire for stability, but life's nature is ever evolving. Embracing this reality reduces fear and worry as you understand that change is not a threat, but a natural process. This acceptance strengthens your ability to adapt, helping you flow with circumstances instead of fighting them. By welcoming change, you free yourself from the need to control the unknown, allowing peace to replace anxiety. Releasing attachment to specific expectations reduces the stress of unmet hopes. When you set rigid expectations, disappointment becomes likely. By letting go of these fixed ideals, you open yourself to experiencing life without constant comparison to how it should be. This detachment fosters resilience as you find value in the process rather than in a narrow outcome. Reducing attachment allows you to approach life with curiosity, unburdened by the need for things to turn out exactly as planned. Each of these practices cultivates a mindset that frees you from the stress of needing control. By focusing on influence over control, embracing imperfection, valuing gratitude, releasing predictions, honing your actions, welcoming change, and letting go of rigid expectations, you create a life guided by inner strength and peace. This approach empowers you to live fully, grounded in what you can shape and unburdened by what you cannot, allowing you to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and confidence. Moving from the practice of accepting what you can't control, we now delve into the powerful Stoic concept of emotional independence, cultivating stability from within rather than relying on external circumstances for contentment. In a world where emotions often seem tied to what happens around us, emotional independence becomes a source of enduring strength and resilience. When you rely on your inner resources for peace, you free yourself from the highs and lows of external events. This journey toward emotional self-sufficiency isn't about detachment from life. It's about building an unwavering foundation within yourself. Through these principles, you'll learn how to nurture inner stability, finding fulfillment that isn't swayed by the unpredictable nature of the outside world. The first step in developing emotional independence is recognizing that true stability begins within. When you stop depending on external factors to create happiness, you start to understand that inner peace is self-generated. By shifting focus inward, you begin to explore what genuinely fulfills you. This realization empowers you, as you see that contentment is something you cultivate rather than something you find outside. Each moment spent nurturing inner stability adds to a sense of calm, helping you withstand external changes. Embracing self-awareness is key to cultivating emotional independence. Knowing your triggers, strengths, and areas for growth allows you to approach life with clarity. Self-awareness helps you recognize when you're reacting to external factors rather than responding from within. This understanding creates emotional resilience, as you learn to differentiate between what genuinely matters and what is merely a passing influence. By staying in tune with yourself, you build a foundation of emotional clarity that keeps you grounded. Practicing self-compassion strengthens your ability to rely on yourself for comfort. Instead of seeking reassurance from others, self-compassion offers a way to nurture yourself through difficult emotions. When you treat yourself with kindness, you reduce the need for external validation. This self-care creates a safe space within, allowing you to process emotions without feeling overwhelmed. With self-compassion, you cultivate a steady source of support that is always accessible, regardless of external situations. Setting personal boundaries is an essential part of emotional independence. Boundaries protect your energy and well-being, helping you avoid emotional burnout. By establishing limits on what you accept from others, you create a buffer that keeps you centered. This boundary setting reinforces self-respect, reminding you that your peace and happiness are worth protecting. Boundaries foster resilience as they allow you to interact with others without compromising your inner stability. Detaching from external validation helps you build confidence from within. When you stop depending on praise or approval, you place value on your own opinions and principles. This detachment doesn't mean disregarding others. It means finding fulfillment in your own sense of worth. By seeking self-validation, you nurture a sense of independence, trusting that your inner judgment is enough. This self-assurance creates a strong foundation as you become less affected by others' opinions. Practicing gratitude for your own journey reinforces self-reliance. By appreciating your growth, strengths, and lessons, you focus on what you've achieved independently. Gratitude shifts attention away from comparisons, helping you value your unique path. This gratitude fosters contentment, as you see that fulfillment comes from within rather than from external sources. When you find joy in your own progress, you build a sense of purpose that is self-sustaining. Letting go of the need for control over others' actions helps you find peace within. Often, emotional dependence stems from expectations that others behave a certain way. When you release these expectations, you reduce frustration and disappointment. This letting go allows you to focus on your own responses, fostering resilience in the face of external changes. By accepting that others' choices are beyond your influence, you cultivate a sense of calm that isn't reliant on anyone else. Embracing solitude strengthens emotional independence, allowing you to be comfortable in your own company. Solitude provides space for self-reflection, helping you connect with your true feelings without outside influence. This time alone fosters inner peace, as you learn to enjoy your own presence without needing constant interaction. Embracing solitude reinforces self-sufficiency, as you see that your happiness isn't dependent on being surrounded by others. Each of these practices helps you build emotional independence, creating a life where your happiness and peace come from within. Through self-awareness, self-compassion, boundaries, detachment from validation, gratitude, release of control, and comfort in solitude, you nurture a lasting foundation of inner stability. This approach empowers you to face life's ups and downs with strength and clarity, knowing that your peace resides within you, regardless of external events. The practice of emotional independence leads naturally to the art of self-reflection, a crucial skill in understanding your inner world, learning from your experiences, and committing to personal growth. Through self-reflection, you create the time and space to examine your reactions, motivations, and choices, allowing you to gain valuable insights from each experience. This art of looking inward isn't about judging yourself harshly. Instead, it's about nurturing a sense of curiosity and openness toward your journey. Self-reflection helps you identify patterns, strengths, and areas for improvement, fostering a continuous cycle of learning and growth. As you cultivate this practice, you'll find that each moment, whether positive or challenging, becomes an opportunity for transformation. The first step in self-reflection is to cultivate a willingness to be honest with yourself. True introspection requires transparency, where you approach each thought and feeling without judgment. This honesty lays the foundation for genuine growth, as you begin to understand not only what you think and feel, but also why. Being candid with yourself helps you confront both strengths and weaknesses with equal compassion, reducing the need to shield yourself from uncomfortable truths. This openness allows you to see your experiences clearly, building a foundation of self-trust and understanding. Creating a habit of asking yourself meaningful questions is essential for deep self-reflection. Questions such as, "What motivated my reaction?" or "What lesson can I take from this experience?" guide you to the heart of your emotions and choices. These questions help you explore not just the surface of each experience, but the underlying patterns and motivations. By making this questioning a habit, you nurture a mindset that values curiosity over judgment, allowing you to approach each reflection with a desire for understanding and growth. Examining your reactions to specific situations offers insight into your emotional triggers. Reflecting on moments where you felt strong emotions, whether anger, joy, frustration, or excitement, reveals patterns in how you interact with the world. These reflections help you identify recurring responses, enabling you to make more conscious choices in the future. By understanding your reactions, you empower yourself to respond rather than react, developing greater emotional resilience. Looking back on both successes and setbacks allows you to see each experience as a learning opportunity. Often, there is as much to learn from triumphs as there is from challenges. Reflecting on successes teaches you what works well for you, reinforcing positive patterns and giving you confidence in your strengths. Meanwhile, examining setbacks encourages you to identify areas for improvement without fear of failure. By treating each experience as a lesson, you foster a mindset of continuous growth, knowing that both highs and lows contribute to your development. Taking time to assess your values and principles helps guide your reflections. When you understand what matters most to you, it becomes easier to evaluate whether your actions align with your values. This alignment strengthens your sense of purpose as you ensure that your choices reflect your core beliefs. Reflecting on values also allows you to make adjustments if you notice any discrepancies between your actions and your ideals, creating a sense of integrity and authenticity in how you live. Practicing self-compassion during reflection encourages growth without self-criticism. Reflection isn't about dwelling on mistakes or judging yourself harshly. It's about learning from each experience with a gentle, understanding mindset. By treating yourself kindly, you create a supportive environment for personal growth, reducing the pressure to be perfect. This self-compassion reminds you that growth is a journey, one that benefits from patience and encouragement rather than strict judgment. Recognizing patterns in your behavior fosters awareness of recurring habits and tendencies. As you reflect over time, you begin to see connections between past and present actions, allowing you to identify areas for improvement. By noticing these patterns, you gain a clearer understanding of how your choices shape your experiences. This awareness builds resilience as you develop the ability to break negative cycles and reinforce positive behaviors. Evaluating your motivations helps you understand the why behind your actions. By exploring what drives you, whether it's a desire for success, fear of failure, or a need for connection, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself. This reflection on motivation helps you ensure that your choices align with your genuine goals, reducing the risk of acting out of habit or external pressure. Understanding your motivations strengthens your sense of purpose, allowing you to make choices that are truly meaningful to you. Reflecting on relationships provides insight into your interactions with others. By examining how you communicate, support, and respond to those around you, you gain a clearer picture of your relational strengths and areas for growth. This reflection helps you cultivate healthier, more supportive connections as you learn to engage with empathy and understanding. By focusing on the quality of your relationships, you nurture a social environment that reflects your values. Setting aside dedicated time for reflection establishes consistency in your practice. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body, regular self-reflection strengthens the mind. Dedicating time each day or week allows you to approach reflection as a priority, making it easier to track your progress over time. This commitment reinforces your dedication to growth, reminding you that self-reflection is an essential part of your journey. Writing your reflections in a journal provides a structured way to explore your thoughts. Journaling allows you to put thoughts into words, creating clarity and helping you process emotions. By writing down reflections, you create a record of your growth, making it easier to look back and recognize patterns. Journaling serves as a mirror, reflecting your progress and reminding you of the lessons you've learned along the way. Learning to embrace vulnerability in reflection helps you approach experiences with openness. Vulnerability allows you to confront difficult emotions and recognize areas that may need healing. This openness fosters resilience as you learn to accept each part of your journey without fear. By embracing vulnerability, you develop a sense of strength that comes from acknowledging rather than hiding your feelings. Practicing gratitude for each lesson enhances the quality of your reflections. When you approach each experience with gratitude, you shift focus from disappointment to appreciation. This gratitude allows you to see value in every moment, recognizing that even challenges hold potential for growth. By incorporating gratitude, you cultivate a positive mindset, finding strength in each step of your journey. Reflecting on your boundaries helps you understand how to protect your well-being. Boundaries define your limits, helping you maintain balance in relationships and responsibilities. By assessing your boundaries, you ensure that you're respecting your own needs, creating a foundation of self-respect. This reflection reinforces your commitment to self-care, reminding you that boundaries are essential for emotional and mental health. Learning to let go of past mistakes through reflection frees you from the weight of regret. By acknowledging what happened and accepting that you've grown since then, you release yourself from the grip of the past. This letting go fosters peace, as you recognize that growth means moving forward rather than holding on to mistakes. By forgiving yourself, you create space for new experiences, unburdened by past errors. Examining your goals during reflection helps you stay aligned with your aspirations. When you revisit your goals regularly, you ensure that your actions are moving you closer to your dreams. This focus on goals creates motivation, reminding you of what you're working toward. Reflecting on your progress strengthens your commitment, helping you stay dedicated to meaningful achievements. Each of these practices contributes to a deep, transformative experience of self-reflection. Through honesty, questioning, examining reactions, learning from all experiences, understanding values, practicing compassion, recognizing patterns, evaluating motivations, reflecting on relationships, setting time aside, journaling, embracing vulnerability, practicing gratitude, respecting boundaries, letting go of mistakes, and focusing on goals, you develop a strong foundation for continuous personal growth. By embracing the art of self-reflection, you create a life of purpose, resilience, and wisdom, continuously learning and evolving with each new experience. Building from the clarity gained through self-reflection, we now turn to cultivating emotional resilience, a quality that allows you to face life's twists and turns with calm and strength. In a world where change is constant, the ability to remain steady amidst challenges becomes an invaluable skill. Emotional resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about embracing them with a balanced mind, allowing each experience to fortify your inner strength rather than shake it. This resilience helps you adapt without losing sight of your values, turning moments of uncertainty into opportunities for growth. By fostering this flexibility, you'll find yourself better prepared to navigate life's changes with grace and confidence. The first step in building emotional resilience is recognizing that change is a natural part of life. Resisting change often leads to frustration, as it's impossible to avoid. Accepting this reality helps you approach new circumstances with a sense of openness, reducing the stress that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. When you embrace change as a constant, you develop a mindset that adapts rather than resists, creating a foundation for resilience. Learning to reframe challenges as growth opportunities strengthens your ability to face them. Every difficulty carries a lesson, whether it's patience, courage, or flexibility. By focusing on what each experience can teach, you shift from feeling defeated to feeling empowered. This mindset builds resilience, as you see challenges not as setbacks, but as stepping stones to a more resilient self. With each new test, you reinforce your capacity to handle adversity with calm. Embracing flexibility in your expectations fosters resilience, as it allows you to adapt without disappointment. When you let go of rigid expectations, you free yourself from the stress of unmet outcomes. Flexibility encourages you to approach each situation with curiosity, open to whatever unfolds. This adaptability helps you navigate life's uncertainties with grace, knowing that resilience means moving with life rather than fighting against it. Practicing self-compassion during difficult times strengthens your emotional resilience. When you treat yourself with kindness, you create a safe space within to process emotions without judgment. This compassion reduces self-criticism, allowing you to face challenges without feeling overwhelmed. By nurturing self-compassion, you develop a supportive inner voice that guides you through adversity, reinforcing your resilience. Building a mindset of patience helps you endure life's changes without distress. Patience teaches you that growth takes time, reminding you that resilience is not immediate but develops gradually. By practicing patience, you become more accepting of life's pace, reducing the urge to rush through difficult moments. This patience fosters inner calm, allowing you to face each situation with a steady presence. Focusing on the present moment reduces anxiety about future uncertainties. When you concentrate on what's happening now, you prevent your mind from drifting into what-ifs. This presence builds resilience, as it anchors you in what you can manage rather than in hypothetical worries. By staying grounded in the present, you maintain clarity and composure even when facing unknowns. Practicing gratitude amidst challenges shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. Gratitude allows you to recognize what remains constant and supportive in your life, providing a sense of stability. This focus on what you have rather than what you fear losing creates a resilient mindset, as you find strength in appreciation. Gratitude reminds you that even in difficult times, there is something valuable to hold on to. Letting go of the need for external validation strengthens emotional resilience. When you rely on your own inner approval rather than on others' opinions, you reduce vulnerability to external influences. This self-reliance reinforces your confidence, allowing you to face challenges without feeling swayed by others' reactions. By focusing on your own values, you cultivate resilience that isn't dependent on validation from outside. Learning to detach from outcomes fosters resilience by reducing the stress of unmet expectations. When you focus on the effort rather than the result, you create a mindset that values process over perfection. This detachment helps you accept whatever comes, knowing that resilience is built through the journey itself. Detaching from specific outcomes allows you to approach challenges with a calm mind, free from the anxiety of rigid expectations. Each of these practices contributes to a deeper sense of emotional resilience, helping you approach life's uncertainties with flexibility and strength. By accepting change, reframing challenges, embracing flexibility, practicing self-compassion, cultivating patience, focusing on the present, nurturing gratitude, letting go of validation, and detaching from outcomes. You build a foundation of resilience that empowers you to thrive through life's ups and downs with confidence and inner peace. As you journey through the principles of Stoicism, embracing radical self-control, finding inner peace, mastering resilience, and letting go of what you can't control, you're building a foundation of mental clarity and strength. You've explored the power of detachment, the importance of self-reflection, and the transformative art of resilience. With each Stoic practice, you're crafting a life where external circumstances no longer dictate your inner peace. You're creating a mindset that's unshakable, a calm presence that thrives even in adversity, and an inner strength that fuels every decision. This is the path of mastering your mind, of becoming truly unbreakable. Now, share your thoughts below. What Stoic practice resonates most with you, and which will you apply today to start your journey toward unshakable peace? Let's discuss how we're all embracing this timeless wisdom. If you found value here, remember to hit subscribe to stay connected. Together, we'll continue exploring insights that empower you to live with clarity, strength, and purpose.